Give me just a second. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. I am just... I'm trying to keep it up. I restarted Restream too, so after today, I'm definitely going to be reaching out to, you know, our guy for that program to rock, because Restream is definitely not doing it. I added... I disconnected the Trovo side, which is the only one that seems to be, you know, dropping. So I reconnected my Trovo account to the Restream account, and hopefully that fixes it. We'll find out after this. If not, I'm just going to keep it Trovo exclusive and not cast on YouTube and figure it out. So,
well, hopefully it'll stay connected, because obviously we want to bring our YouTube fans the content as well. So fingers crossed on that one. But, you know, YouTube, if it does end up not working out, you know where to find us. We're over on Trovo on trovo.live/verdict.
Yep, here we are. All right, best of 3 rotations. We're going to be seeing a takeoff, search, or destroy. This is a 117 team that needs to find a way to take us to a game 3 again. 2 days in a row where you take 2 O's. Just not a great way to, you know, start the season. So they started off so promising too. Last Thursday was just an absolute demon of a team that we saw, and they took down an Omniscient team that, and they did it in a 2-0 fashion. Maybe that Omni team is not as OP as we once thought it was, but again, only time will tell. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. Looks like Days, you know, downloaded all the maps, and my internet is, or my restream is at least okay to continue on. So Jesus, man, it's just like one thing after another. I'm sorry, guys. And then Day still hasn't hit me with that OBS ninja. Shame on Day, everybody.
Yeah, shame on me.
Transitioning.
Well, we're getting into our search and destroy on takeoff. Hopefully we don't have to have a refresh come through and everybody is just ready to go. Again, going to be looking out for some of that sniper talent, which is definitely going to be looking at the likes of Dark Wizard, Tilt, and Lucky for the side of 117 not found. And for the side of Nova, I mean, this is going to be a solid head-to-head, right? We do have a lot of Type 25 use out here, but obviously we watched Inferno with this Arctic 50 rocket last week. But can he keep up with 2 snipers that are like full-on range snipers? This Arctic 50 with the ACOG does tend to be a little bit more mid-range as opposed to, actually I don't think it's even an ACOG. I think it's like a 4 times. But just doesn't quite have as much sight in the long ranges. So we'll see. Still very, very useful. It's not the old Arctic. If anybody has maybe missed some of the updates, maybe you're returning from a long break, it's not a one-shot anywhere anymore. So we'll see.
We'll see. And right now, Inferno, yeah, well, I mean, it was at a one-shot. It sounded like one...
one and done.
One and done. I think it's got to be a headshot though, and I mean to have that.
Oh no, it's body shot.
It's body shot
works.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, a little bit of Arctic never hurt. You know, from usage wise, unless you're the opposing team and Inferno.
Yeah, unless you're the opponent.
Yeah, unless you're the opponent. And right now, Inferno sitting with a cool one. It's a 4-2 scenario. 30 seconds on the clock. The bomb is in the hands of Cosmos, but you know, shots are going to come in. Cosmos going to go ahead and get away his location. Karma picks up his second, makes it interesting, but even if they get this bomb safely over to the B site, you can already see it. Inferno's up top. A lot of presence there from Spy, who's getting some information too. Inferno does pick up that one. Spy picks up the second. That is going to be a smooth round for the side of Nova.
Yeah, Nova coming through, looking to potentially close things out into 0 fashion. We'll have to see. And, you know, we were talking a little bit about the Arctic not being seen a lot, but some players definitely being able to use it and use it effectively. And Inferno in round 1 is able to find 2 on the board. Meanwhile, Lucky not able to find anything, and Dark Wizard Tilt as well didn't find a kill and gets taken down in a collateral early on as Cosmos going to pick up 2.
Yep, he's gonna pick up 2, but we're yet again back in a 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Saturn's gonna pick up 2.
Yeah,
Cosmos.
Cosmos was one of the collided. Again, 117 struggling off the bat, and I know this is a defensive heavy map. Got to be able to adjust to that, and you got to be able to adapt to that strategy. Maybe find something that works better. As right now they are getting picked apart left and right, and Lucky and Karma is on you. Lucky, does he have a sniper? Or is he just did he pick up that AK or Type 25 rather?
Lucky definitely picked it up.
Okay.
Lucky is sniping.
Well, here we go. Rotations over to the B site. Lucky looking to get this bomb down. Karma looking to secure the area. Got about 42 seconds on the clock, and now this is basically what happened the first round. You're going to rotate over. You're going to get Spy, who's up top this time around, not Inferno. Inferno looking for that transition up top over this A bomb site, and with only 25 seconds, Lucky.
I think Spy hurt him.
I think Spy hurt him, but I don't think it matters because Creed takes out Karma. Yeah,
Lucky in a 1v3. It is possible. He does have that Type 25, which is going to be a little bit more versatile of a primary to run than the sniper right now. I understand going for the bomb plant, you're out of time, but yeah, Spy is there. Creed is there to come through. Slashes you in the back with the katana. And that is going to be another quick round going over to the side of Nova. I guess it wasn't really quick. It went all the way down to the last 5 seconds of the round.
Yeah, they're just prolonging the inevitable. The last round they did almost the same thing. They tried to get that bomb down over at B, but when you get picked, left and right, like Inferno just got the pick there on Lucky, just super unfortunate. We'll see how they adapt though, because right now they're 2 rounds deep and just getting blown out of the water. It's not looking promising. Creed actually picks up another, and we've got a 3v5 scenario. Jazz taking some shots. Karma gonna get one. Dark finds one as well, so a little bit to shake here. A little more settling here for the side of 117. Not found, and in a different approach. You notice that they didn't go to that A side building, that staircase P2 area. They started off going towards that B bomb site. They may not 100% commit.
Making a big rotation here. He might get a free kill on Dark Wizard if he keeps pushing up, but doesn't actually go in the building. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that was looking like a free kill of free kills there, but it is going to be Saturn's picking up one on to the Spanish guy, aka Jazz. Dark Wizard is able to get a refrag. It's going to keep things at a 2v1, but advantage is still largely in favor of the side of Nova. And with 42 seconds and they know bomb is down on B, this is going to be a difficult, if not impossible, task for Dark Wizard here.
Yeah, and with bomb down, again, like you mentioned, it's little to no hope. I'm going to be honest with you. He's got 2 players to deal with now. It's not 4, so maybe a little better odds. But look at that time dwindling down. It's just going to continue to do so. And Spy looking to get the drop here, possibly. Bomb goes down, is going to peek it. Gets the free kill there, and that's going to be another round in favor of Nova. The body shots that come along with it. I don't know if it was necessary, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
That made me think of a dodgeball quote that I don't think we're going to go over here. But I wanted you to know I was thinking about it, okay? That's the reality here.
Which one were you thinking about?
Patches O'Houlihan. Is it necessary to,
If you could dodge a car, you could dodge a ball.
Not quite the one.
Yeah. All right, well,
it is going to be another round going over to the side of Nova. They lead 3-0 right now, and they're off to a pretty solid start on their push here for round 4 as well. We don't have first blood yet, but as I say, Yaya and Spy each coming through with one. Jazz is able to get a refrag on to Creed, but Nova cleans him up with absolutely no hesitation. And the 4-2 lead is in favor of Nova, and it's looking right now, Verdict, like they might just be ready to close things out in a 2-0 fashion. Obviously, it's not over till it's over, but being down 4-0 against a team like Nova, that's a big yikes, dude.
That's a big yikes, and I think 117 needs to focus on the positives here. They had a better round last round. Granted, they didn't go in their favor. I think they need a lot of work on the, strats here. They've got the talent for Search and Destroy. They're just not able to deliver. I don't know if it's just a takeoff, Matt. I don't know if I can make excuses for them because they didn't play takeoff the other day and they got clean swept 2-0 against FN 420. So a little bit of questioning, a little bit of, what's the key word that we always say? Inconsistencies. Right now, Karma's in a 1v4, does find one in Nova. Our Spy, Yaya, peeking the top side of the balcony, is going to get some support from every angle. Yaya going to get the drop down. Yaya going to get the finish. 4 rounds in a row now. I cannot see 117 bouncing back, as Dave said. If they do, I'll be all on board for it. I'll get hyped. But right now, we're looking at a little bit of a, a little bit of a trend here in this 117 not found. They just haven't found that consistency.
Unfortunately, that has largely been the case for a handful of the players on this team. We know when they're at their best, they can compete with anybody, but right now they are just not at their best, which, again, when they came in on day one and swept Omni, I was like, okay, this is their season, and that has quickly dwindled away for me. I'm hoping they're able to figure out what they need to and bounce back, because I believe in this team to be a potential Anarchy 2021 kind of story, right? Anarchy started off really, really inconsistent at the beginning. They had some roster issues that they had to deal with, but once they got whatever it was they needed sorted out, they were able to just absolutely go on a tear and, made it all the way into stage 5 as a result. So maybe we see 117 not found figure out their issue. Maybe we see them come a little bit back into the swing of things, but right now it's hard to believe in them.
Well, they were able to pick up one round in that last attack, so the defense, already looking to show very similar signs from the attack strats. 2 drop early, Lucky and Karma go. Bomb site for the coverage here is going to be for Cosmos. Going to get contested by 2. Going to get absolutely taken down, and that is going to be match point now for Nova. And you're mentioning Anarchy from last season. The one thing that they did was made a roster change, and they picked up 2 key players. That was Don Lai and the man himself, Creed, who's rocking 5 kills right here. So I don't know if they're going to pick up a Creed. Yeah, I don't think they make Creeds, regularly in the EU scene. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best players here. And, of course, he's, putting on with a group roster here. So, another day, same scenario. Nova continuing to rack it up. They're 2 kills away from closing us out in a 2-0 fashion. Body shots come through from Creed, and that's... when we were off stream the other day, we were talking about the confidence of that guy. That is, that overconfidence right there, the body shots, just to add to insult. So, 1v4 here, Jazz. If anybody can do it, I believe in you, bro.
Well, we'll see. I'm not gonna say I'm a firm believer here. I believe in this roster's ability to do good, but it ain't gonna be here against Nova. Not today. This team is just too strong for you to have as many inconsistencies as we have on the side of 117 not found. Again, I believe in them to turn things around, and maybe next season they come back. Or, I'm sorry, next week they come back. Not next season, I'm not counting them out like that. Got a little confused with myself there for a second, but yeah, Nova come through with an absolutely dominant win. We had a actually strong start for the side of 117 not found in the hard point, and that's about all the life we saw out of them today. Was a good P1 hold and a decent P2 break, and from there it was all downhill, and they just didn't have an answer for anything when it came to search and destroy.
Yeah, I put a tweet out earlier to the live notification, and I'm not regretting putting that out there, but I was certainly hoping for this matchup to be a little closer, and I think I will summarize this matchup and credit Salty in chat. At least it wasn't a 6-0. 6-1 win. Nova going to pick up a smooth 20 points. That is going to be, them handling business as usual, and I can't blame them for that. They came in high hopes for the season. Haven't dropped a single series yet, but again, still a lot of season left to be played. So, still a lot of promise on this Woman 7 roster. I think they need to take the weekend, decide what needs to, what needs to stay and what needs to go. And they need to figure out a strategy that is going to work better for them, because right now it's not looking good, especially going up against a top-tier team like Nova. It wasn't so much of an expose. It was just so much of you got outplayed in several elements at a hard point. The Search and Destroy didn't look... It looked worse. It just got worse and worse from there. So hopefully they'll come back next week with a chip on the shoulder and put up a decent series. As I'll look at schedule and see how it's faring for them, and we'll kind of see how it trends from there. So, series number 1 down and packed. We've got plenty more to come along with it, and 3 more to be exact. As we're taking a look at the standings here, it has been updated. 55 points for Nova. They are going to be untouchable for that first place spot, at least for today. So, take a look at it. 55 for them. Again, Anarchy yet to play. They're going to be playing next, as we are going to get geared up for our second series. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to hear a word from COD Mobile. We're going to take a short intermission, literally 5 minutes tops, and we're going to be right back with some more action. So don't go anywhere. Plenty of Mobile Mayhem EU left. We'll have to see how it pans out for the remainder of the matches, though. And we are off air. As promised, guys, we are back for our second series, Olympus and Anarchy. This is, I know I said the Nova and 117 matchup was going to be a highlight matchup, but not our, per se, pick of the night. This is the pick of the night. Olympus on the come up, showed a lot of promise on Tuesday, but another team, Anarchy, who showed more than promise. They showed us results. That was a 2-1 win over Olympus, so they're going to be set to square off here in a best-of-3 format day. Looking super sexy as always.
Something like that. Something like that. Still in my work shirt.
Hey, look, I told you I wouldn't tell Chad if you didn't tell Chad. You know, it'd be our little secret, but I'm digging the red, so the red looks dope, bro.
I feel really bright.
I feel right. I feel right.
I feel right.
There we go. All right, well, here we are. We've got both teams in a lobby. We've got an excellent matchup ahead of us. I'm looking at it now. We've got for the lobby for Anarchy, we've got Onur, Rondo, Patron, Bricks, and Faints. Faints in. Onur back in? Question mark? That is interesting. I think when Onur bounced out, Faints got the sub in. And then there was one other player who played. Who was that?
You know what, let me pull up the roster real quick, because I do have that available on the sheet, because our admin so kindly updated it for us.
There we go.
EU, not NA. EU teams and socials.
And while he's doing that, I got the best of 3 to run through. Take off hardpoint. So we're going to start the action off. Search and Destroy on Hackney Yard, one of my favorite maps. This is going to get very interesting. And if it does make it to Game 3, which I am banking on, it's going to be a firing range domination. Hardpoint, Crossfire is going to be banned from Anarchy. Olympus opting to ban Hardpoint Standoff. What did we find out about that roster?
It was Nev.
It was Nev.
Yep.
Oh, Nev is one of my favorite players. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Onur, I'm not saying that he struggled the other day, but when Fates came in the building, that Game 3 Summit domination, woo! He lit it on fire. He started off right, just an absolute beast, and managed to go like 33-14. So we'll see how Fates and Onur, Rondo, Patron, and Brixta play together. And then on the flip side of things, we got Madi, we got Leader, RZM, Ragox, and Ramby. So Ragox recently added to the roster. We didn't see him on Tuesday. We are seeing him here now. He was added on Tuesday. So seeing his Mobile Mayhem debut for this season is going to be an interesting one too. So again, this series has a lot of weight to it when it comes to the grand scheme of things. Who's going to be that giant killer team right now? Anarchy seem to be pulling another Anarchy here this season, right, Dave?
Yeah, with a whole new roster, they're still looking solid, and they've got great talent. And one of the big ones I want to point out is just how strong Patron was for them last week. So I'm hoping big things out of them here once again. Obviously, I'm a big Brixta fan, a big Faints fan. It's hard to not believe in Onur, so looks like we're just waiting on one player to get readied up, guys and girls, and we'll be getting you guys into the action.
Transitioning. And here we go, as promised, takeoff, hardpoint, where they actually going to be starting off at. I think I'm going to keep the blood effects. I don't know why I took that off. It looks like everything's good stream-wise, so I think re-adding the Trovo might have done the trick. I think we're going to be smooth sailing for the remainder of this. Coach Sim coming through with the, look at me, I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Let's go. Game 1, let's go. Takeoff. Anarchy. And Olympus. Who's going to get the better of the two? And now we're going to see trades coming through. Brixton gets first blood. Point going to be held. Back and forth contesting, but again, still out in the open. It's going to be a spicy one, to say the least. Right now, it does look like the side of Anarchy is going to be able to preoccupy it. And man, a lot of frags coming in for Anarchy, and they are going to be continuing with it. Nope, RZM says, let me have some of that. Does find a little bit more than he can bite off there in that push, though. So back and forth affair is what would normally see in a hardpoint game like this.
Well, I'm definitely interested to see if there's a couple more kills on the map this time around. Obviously, you can't take too much credit away from the last matchup because Crossfire is quite big, but I mean, bro, if we're looking at the likes of a takeoff here, this is not a small map either. So we'll see if we have anybody break into the 30s or 40s. I think the kill record currently is still sitting at 48 for the season. So we'll be on the lookout for any record breakers here. I think at least for the 250 hardpoint, I think the overall record is Forsaken, I believe, with 54. Either Forsaken or S-Thug with 54.
I think it's S-Thug.
And the other, is it S-Thug? Okay.
It's S-Thug, yeah.
Yeah, that was on Hackney Yard with a Fennec, actually, so be interested to see if we have anybody break that this season. We've had a couple players close, but nobody quite pulling it together yet, so I'm excited for it. It's been a spicy season. The rule changes, I think, have been absolutely amazing. And let me tell you, when I say that EU has been just more fun to watch than NA, I stand by that through and through. Like the overall level of competition we have for EU across the board is just uncomparable.
Right now, it's uncomparable. These two are neck and neck. Trades back and forth. I'm looking at the kill feed. 10 and 6 for Rondo leading the pack. On the flip side of things, you got Mar, who is, breaking even, does find one more, and the advantage in this P3 rotation is going to be short-lived. It's going to be Anarchy getting the break early, but again, this is a spicy one to say the least. Leader finding some shots, but not connecting to get the kill. The Operator's coming through. Rondo and Patron have pulled out, and Rondo's going to pick up a few on the outskirts, but is going to be taken down. P3 is a scrappy one, and right now we only see 2 players on the point for each team. 1 left. Leader gets the kill. That is going to be the advantage, and a little bit of a lead here for the side of Olympus now. Again, this is very early in the matchup. We're going to 250, so definitely going to be a bit scrappy all the way around. I don't think I've seen an advantage go and stay since we started this game, and right now this one might be the largest one we've seen so far. So 64 to 48, 68 to 48, sorry, 20-point deficit for the side of Anarchy to overcome, and a decent rotation there for the side of Olympus on that P3 rotation.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and we've got a really close matchup. Only 25 points separate these teams right now. Obviously, that can grow or shrink just depending on how everybody plays. But I'm hoping for a big game here. I'd love to see this come down to a final hard point where both teams need less than 10 points, go into a really deep search and destroy performance as well. Because these two teams are stacked. And, you know, we knew Anarchy was going to be strong from the beginning, but I think they came out and proved to be a little bit stronger than anybody would have assumed they were.
All right, here, P4, about 15 seconds left. It does look like the lead, again, going back and forth. The advantage might be in favor for the side of Anarchy. 80-80 tie game. Advantage does go for a second, 2, 3, 4, 5 tops now. Yep, there we go. And I'm taking a look at Fades, who made that sub in on that Summit Domination right now, not having the best game of his life, say 8 and 15. Maybe this map isn't his, you know, his forte, but right now it's certainly, you know, developing to be a very close matchup as we can see P1 reset coming through. Brixa has been all in the feed. My girl is 19 kills deep. Has a Predator missile to go along with it, and I don't think I see anybody for the side of Olympus to even come close to that. And, you know, if you're looking at the grand scheme of things, you're looking at an Olympus team who has kept this matchup close, even on the backs of getting completely out-fragged. I'm looking at 8 and 20 from Ragox, who's making his debut today. Only person positive is RZM, but he's 1+1. How are they able to keep this matchup this close? Is it going to get out of hand on the second set around?
I think one of the big things for Anarchy last week was definitely their coordination as a team, not necessarily just the fragging power, even though we know they do bring both to the table. So that'll definitely be something to be on the lookout for at the end of this game. Is we're going to be looking to see who top fragged. Again, are we going to get any record breakers here? Are we going to see under 30? As I'm looking at it now, Patron, who is the player I mentioned at the beginning, who popped off last week, or Tuesday, he's already at 25, so we're certainly breaking 30, right? There's no way he gets held and doesn't get at least 30 on the board, but I guess we'll see.
We'll have to see now as P2 coming through. This is some much-needed time here for the Olympus squad as they have found themselves in a little bit of a deficit. A lot of hill presence here. Marwin's a big gunfight, but gets traded out. Nobody there to contest. RZM's there. Shuts the staircase down, and the break comes back through in favor of Olympus now. Making it a little bit closer and closer every time we see it. The score is just right there neck and neck right now. It's 129 to 120, and it does look like the deficit is going to be covered back. And that is going to be much needed here for Olympus as the P3 rotations coming through. Mar actually going to get caught on the transition. Brix is going to pull out the cluster, preventing that rotation from the outskirts coming from that A-bomb site. And we're going to have to see a different approach here as we can see point is being held. Anarchy doing a great job so far of holding, and the redirection is going to be taken down there. As you can see, the cluster didn't have much value as far as kills go, but literally held off the push from that angle, and that was all that it needed to do here. Brixa picking up to 23rd, gets the gravity vortex to go along with it too. Doesn't find the kill, but a great denial tool there nonetheless. And I'm seeing Anarchy. They are literally taking a lead and running away with it on this P3 transition.
Well, definitely got to talk a little bit on rosters for these two teams. And I know we have a little bit with Theo, the chance, where you're talking about obviously Onura left early, and did suffer a game suspension. We saw Feints come in this week. This day we see Nev sitting out. But obviously, that Ragox and leader change for the side of Olympus is absolutely huge, right? So right now they're not really popping off. I mean, Ragox is having, I think, probably the worst game I've ever seen Ragox have. He's sitting at 12-32 right now, which is unusual for him to say the least, okay? Leader is sitting at 18-24, but we know Leader is one of those really strong and really versatile talents for a search and destroy as well. We see him, able to come through with really phenomenal AR play. We've seen him with SMG play. We definitely see him with sniper play as well. So I'm excited specifically for that next match, but crossing over 200 points now for the side of Anarchy. They may be looking to close things out here pretty soon.
Yeah, they are. It's 203 to 137. The break comes through. It's going to be short-lived, maybe. Ragox able to find a little bit of value there with the equalizer. Picks up a 5 in the feed. Again, much needed because hill time, it's not even close at the moment. It's 60-point deficit. It's going to be recovered there. P1 resets coming around for the third time. Will Anarchy be able to close it out, or will the side of Olympus pick the slack up? It looks like the advantage is in their favor here on this fountain side, but again, this is really you're putting your fate in the hands of a 360 view of the fountain there. That P1 not stable enough to gain or close that gap, and right now they're doing a great job putting their foot on the hill, but the inevitable comes through. The break is in favor of Anarchy in a back and forth affair. They only need 39 points. Do we join in for a quick VC listen in, or we pass that marker?
Yeah,
we'll join in. We'll see if the side of Anarchy can close it out. We're going to join their listen or their VC for a quick listen. Bear with us.
Is this coming upstairs? Patron 222.
One more, Sparrow. They have two Sparrows?
On point.
Nah, Leader's got Sparrow, it's Leader.
Okay.
I have my gravity. Wait, I have my gravity.
Two top yellow dead.
They can't come, wait.
Thanks, push in.
2 units pound low.
They're coming upstairs now.
Dead with the gravity, dead. They can't come, yellow.
Ah, he has a trophy.
They are dead.
They're on point.
I've got tickets.
Keep low and keep spawns.
One is window. Two window.
Ticket, window. Nice.
Two dead window.
One is Misers.
They're coming double stairs. I'm dead. Can we get trophies in point? Look, just play life there, play life.
Two window.
No.
No, Annie,
Ticket.
One point. Oh, no, answer.
Annie dead.
Nice.
Inside the control, Rondo. Nice.
Play for next.
I'll say. Go next, guys.
Playing you.
There's two holding that spot.
One more. Two more.
That's fine, guys.
Let's go together. Trunks, wait. Let's all go together.
Okay. One more in next.
Weren't able to close it out there on that P2 rotation, but 10 points separate Anarchy from a Game 1 victory. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I got a little tongue-tied before we jumped in. I just need to slow down, make sure everything is all good. But this one has certainly gone back and forth, but right now it's nothing for the side of Anarchy to close this out. They are going to get those 4 remaining points as the break comes through. Leader not going to be able to make it there for the contest, and that was a very, very close game going into that P1 reset for the third time around, but you see it there, 250 to 186. A Game 1 victory for the side of Anarchy, and Day, the comms were on point. I gotta say, matching the frags that went along with it, angles were covered, everything seems solid. This Anarchy team's on the come up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and the comms are solid as well. As soon as they were losing out on that last hill there, they were, you heard it in the comms. You heard the energy. They were staying positive, and they're just like, just play for next. And sure enough, they were able to come through with a really, really solid round win there. Brixton coming through. Listen. 7,209 score, 41 kills on the board. Bro, we had 4 players for the side of Anarchy break 40. Onur with 44, Rondo with 43, Brixton with 41, Patron with 41, Faints not far behind, 35, and you look over at the opposition, and I gotta say, for the kills that Olympus was able to put up, they kept this game fairly close. I mean, we have seen way bigger blowouts than this, and it's going to take me a second to run through and do the math here, but I mean, they got blown out of the water in kills.
No, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm looking at it right now. Let me do the math real quick. Plus 35. 204 kills total for this squad, bro. They averaged 40 kills per player. 40 and 3/4. It's just ridiculous. I've never
74 more kills.
Woo! Good night. That'll just tell you how scrappy that hard point was, and it was that close. But how though?
Good rotations.
Good rotations.
Good rotations out of Olympus.
Well, I'm saying I've never seen a game where 4 players get 40 kills. I know we were talking about, is one going to hit 40? We're looking at the time and everything. You know, it may not have been doable, and sure enough, we got blessed with a 41 kill game from Brixton with 2 minutes and 49 on the hill. Just forget about it. 43 for Rondo, 41 for Patron, and then I made, the assumption that maybe Onur should have sat out another game and see if Faints can pick up the slack again. And he comes through in top frags with or has the most kills with 44 on the board and drops a 44 and 16 KD. That is darn near 3 KD right there. Net or -4 KD for the ×3. That's ridiculous. I'm just severely impressed. Anarchy take down Animus on Tuesday. They come through with the fire here in Thursday. And Olympus has fallen yet again. Will they be able to redeem themselves, though, Dave? Because we got a Game 2 deciding if we see that Game 3, and that's going to be a Hackney Yard Search or Destroy. This is maybe where we see the boards even up, though, because the talent that Olympus brings to the table when it comes to Search or Destroy, very similar to that 117 team as far as the sniper talent goes, but I don't know. I'm looking at it. They're making some adjustments for maybe somebody to come in to sub in, or maybe they're just restarting their games, because I saw Leader bounce out and now Leader's back in, and I saw Ragox do the same. I certainly would think that Ragox would be needed here in a Search or Destroy game, but then again, it is Hackney Yard. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, I definitely, again, going to be keeping my eye on Leader. We know he's been a pretty solid sniper talent in the past for a couple of the teams he's been on, so maybe that'll give them an opportunity to come through here and perform. And they're going to need it, because, I mean, just about anybody on this lineup of Anarchy can come through and snipe with the best of the best, right? I mean, it all... or different stages of the game, we've seen pretty much all of these players pick up a sniper, and we're like, we don't see Faint snipe that often. Boom, lacing people. We don't see Brixton snipe as much in like the main Mobile Mayhem, but we definitely see her snipe a lot in the girls competition when we have that going. So I think that's at least something to make note of there. Patron has pretty much impressed me with everything he touches, and then obviously Rondo and Onur are pretty cracked as well. So I'm excited for this next matchup. I'm interested to see over the course of the season who ends up being the primary sniper talent for this team. And they've got big shoes to fill in the EU scene, right? So
certainly some big shoes to fill in the EU scene now.
Patrón, quitas el listo, bro, y te mueves de casilla, bro, y después le das listo otra vez.
What was? Oh, I had the game chat.
Game sound. Yeah, I was
like,
wondering
what
too.
in the world was? I was like, oh, that makes sense. I've got the game.
I don't know how that's just on for me. I always have it muted.
I always had it muted too. Maybe the update. I was like, okay, well, maybe they're starting the Latin broadcast a little early and they swapped days. I don't know. But sure enough, it was someone in game chat, and it kind of alarmed me. I was like, who in the heck is that? But Nobody is going to be subbing out. Looks like we're going to be keeping the same rosters.
Yeah, we had to switch sides.
We had to switch sides, so that makes sense. I definitely didn't expect that. And I'm a little bit startled by this, but I know this is probably a little premature for me to jump on before we jump into the broadcast tonight. But I just looked at it, and we will not see Devious in Mobile Mayhem anymore.
Not anymore?
No, they are taken out, and Revenge will be taking their spot, and they had some roster updates. We won't see Moralto, Mangos, or Beef Shorty either, so a little bit of a spoiler alert before we jump into tonight's stream, but I saw it, and I just had to take a look at it, and I know you're just as upset as I am, Dave.
Look, that's disappointing because yesterday Code said he was gonna be changing his name so that they could compete. So I'm a little disappointed there. That's a team with a lot of potential, but again, if they don't take the game seriously, they don't take the game seriously. But that's neither here nor there, because we are into our search and destroy between Olympus and Anarchy.
Right now, Anarchy do have the advantage of being up 1-0 in the series, but the advantage is not important right now. The 5-3 is the 2-for-no trades come through. Fates looking to clear the top side of this A-side building, and is going to be taking some shots himself. Ranvi down low has picked up 2 kills off the bat and doing a great job of clearing the sites. Still one player to deal with up top. Fates looking for the refrags here. Not going to get much. The shot's not hitting. RZM is going to be saved. Ranvi doing a little bit of justice here on this backside. They've got him cornered. Come out with your arms up! Certainly not going to be the case there. He goes down swinging, but does not take anybody with him, and that is going to be a 1-0 lead now in favor of Olympus. That's right, I said arms up. I didn't say hands up, Dave. Shut your mouth.
Well, we've got a first-round lead for the side of Olympus, and again, this is where I was mentioning I think they stand a bigger chance, and then, you know, maybe they're able to take that search and destroy energy and carry it over into a domination, because they realistically, again, kept that hard point reasonably close, considering how much more fragging power we had on the side of Anarchy, right? So this is definitely a team you have to be worried about. They can compete with some of the best as well, and I think some of the roster changes that they've recently had definitely step up the skill at least a fair bit. So we'll see what they can continue to bring. If they're gonna be a team that can take down Anarchy, who again took down Animus last week. That's a giant name. That would have been, if I have to be honest with you here, that would have been probably my guess on who I thought was gonna win the season, or at least be in the top 3, with a strong possibility of 1 and 2. So I'm here for it. I'm hoping we get even more really good matches. I'd love to see Olympus come through with the upset here. You know, I'd love to see that.
We say upset, but these teams
right,
are...
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, I would say that this EU scene is very vast with opportunity for talent. This team, you know, on paper have very similar traits as the other. Right now, Faint's actually in a 1v2 scenario, does find Ragox. Bombs down, and Ramvi's the last one alive. Ramvi, if you play time, you'll be able to extend this lead to 2. Faint's with the push. 5 seconds on the clock. He does a great job. Ranvi, right here, does win the gunfight. Just to add a little bit of insult to injury now. 2-0 lead. I got to hand it to Ranvi. He played that one perfectly. Definitely putting his team up there for a Game 3 scenario. And, you know, one wrong move there, and you're looking at a 1-1. And that has all the power in the world when it comes to these close matchups. Able to win that 1v1 encounter. And, you know, it was certainly a great attempt from Faints, but I'm looking for Olympus. They need to step up and take us to that Game 3 here. Smoke comes through. Nobody here at B-side. A free plant. As you can see it, a big push towards this bomb site from the side of Anarchy, and a little thrown off, to say the least.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and while we do have a first blood coming out of Onur onto Ragox, we do have the bomb planted by the side of Olympus here in Ranvi. who was one of the players that definitely struggled on Tuesday's competition, is able to come through with a refrag for the team here. So definitely looking to be a solid round. Patron going to take down RZM, that Type 25 coming through strong. Leader looking for the snipes, is going to miss Brixta, and Rondo is there for the takedown. Ranvi finds another kill onto Brixta, but only 12 seconds to go. Flips over to the sniper, takes down Rondo,
baby.
finds feints as well. Is the ace coming? Patron takes down Mare, but Ranvi, I think that was an ace.
I think it was an ace too. I wasn't looking at the scorecard. I think he had 5 before this round. Ranvi with the ace. He played his life so damn well in the backside of that bomb site. There was a lot of focus up top. You saw Mari, you saw Leader, everyone trying to, focus that attention there on the P5 rotation area, that back building. And sure enough, just a ridiculous amount of effort. He got the 1v1 clutch last round, or the round before that. He also got the ace there. A freaking phenomenal job, but he's going to be the last one alive in this scenario. Oh, Leader. Or Fates, rounds a quarter. You can get some too, Rondo. Back-to-back clutches from Ranvi. Gets the ace 1 round, gets the 1v1 encounter that round, got the 1v2, 12 kills early in a 4-0 lead now for Olympus. They are begging for that game 3, and I think he's clipping it because he's taking a little bit of time here. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, back-to-back giant rounds coming through for Ranvi. Gotta say, definitely a big step up, because I was a little worried when I saw the other talent on this team. I was like, man, the performances we've seen so far out of him, just not up to par, but finally gonna fall. Patron takes him down 13-1. Bro was in search, like, on nuke pace. Absolutely crazy. Finally, we see a round come through by the side of Anarchy, but that game 3 is looking almost promised at this point.
Well, 1 round is going to go in favor of the side of Anarchy, but man, Ranvi woke up and chose violence here. He chose, look, demon time on point. Bro was popping off. Finally got taken down. It was a much-needed death. Patron, one of our Search and Destroy stars from this past Tuesday, his efforts alone certainly promised us that game 3 opportunity against Animus, and they were able to take that same energy going into a game 3 scenario and ultimately came out on top. Right now they're fighting demons of their own here. RZM finds one. Ranvi yet again taken down. So I guess the trend is you take Ranvi down, you win a round. I don't know if we'll see how it pans out now. We still got a 4v4 in our hands. Rondo looking for some shots. Brixa does take down Leader. Now it's a 2-for-1 trade. RZM gets peeked. Rondo, the re-challenge, doesn't see it. RZM on the re-approach. He's going to be the last one alive, and it's a 1v4 scenario. He is almost going to get taken out there on the top side before he transitions. Takes someone with him. And another round in favor of the side of Anarchy. So, Ranvi, S tier confirmed. Says Road in the chat. I have to say, for this matchup alone, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's really good for Ranvi specifically, because again, when I was looking at the rosters and I seen his performance in the past couple of weeks, I was like, man, it feels like we could throw in an extra player here and get a little bit more bang for your buck. But dude, that's hard to say after a matchup like this, right? So we'll have to see if he can keep it up, because he's got big names on the team, and right now doing quite well, if I do say so myself.
Rondo doing quite a great work there. Finds 2 in the feed to go along with it, and Onur kind of off in La La Land trying to get the full-on flank. I was questioned. I was like, man, you left Rondo all by himself, but Rondo obviously can hold his own now. It's a 2v2. Trades came through early on. Ranvi picked up 1. A few trades coming through on the backside. Now it's a 2v2. The only thing is bomb is down. It's right in front of Ragox and Leader. They are not budging. The push is going to have to come by 2s, and Onur actually able to open up the floodgates on this A-side push. Rondo up top. Ragox all on his own. Gets dropped down on. Oh, that is a great example of playing your 2s. They didn't need the bomb. We're getting closer to a tied matchup, and I gotta say, the side of Anarchy still have a lot of dog in this fight, and certainly making it interesting here. I got to say, that was a great team play, and I just got to highlight, when you're looking to play your twos, you couldn't have done it any better there. Am I right?
Oh, you're absolutely right, and it is turning out to be a very, very spicy matchup between these two teams. So we'll see what comes through here. We were looking at a 4-0 not too long ago, and now we're looking like we might even get tied up here. We've got the 4-3 advantage. We've got bomb planted. Ranvi, what a absolute nut job coming through. Gets another kill onto Rondo, but Onur and Patron gonna bring things back. Looking like we might be all tied up here in just a moment. Verdict.
RZM, you're the last hope. He's got 25 seconds, plenty of time to play, but you can see it. The team synergy here for this Anarchy team is on point. Patron and Brixa literally right neck and neck with each other. Not giving too much space. 14 seconds on the clock. The clutch has to come through swiftly. You can see it. The corners are being held here. Oh, there's no play there. You can't contest it. Both of the players from Anarchy right there in that corner site. If one goes, the other refrags. The good thing is the corner was approached. RZM saw both players, and there was nothing he could do. Another round in favor of the side of Anarchy, and another great example of play your twos, and I am absolutely loving the energy right now. Leader is First Blood Patron, picking up his 11th. He said, give me the light. Give me the spotlight. I deserve it. I've earned it. Rondo takes out RZM, Onur, and this Olympus squad, who had a 4-1 advantage, looking like they might be able to make it a 5-4 now, as Bomb's going to go down. Ragox is all on his own. And there's 4 players from Anarchy to deal with. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, definitely looking like comeback season might be a thing here. Look, you know me, I'm praying for game 3. I'm not voting against one team or the other, but this match has turned out to be so phenomenal. You almost just would absolutely hate to see this would not go all the way, right? So I'm down for a round 11 Olympus clutch. Pushing us into a game 3, and then from there, I could care less. So, we'll see.
I think the one thing you did on Tuesday that worked was you prayed on their downfall. Right now, I don't hear you prayed on their downfall. What I hear is a hope and a whim, and hopes are only as good.
Listen,
as,
that praying on their downfall made for great content. Okay.
It did, and guess what? We went to that game 3, and it was muy caliente, my guy, muy caliente. Right now. No trades have came through just yet. Ranvi eating some bullets. Ranvi overextends. 1 player down, 4 left to deal with here from Anarchy. They're looking to make a case for a 2-0. Bomb Henklich just 2 OP. Do not reach out at Ragox. As much as you want to, you can't do it. Leader, not being much of a factor here in this matchup, needs to step up. Ragox up top, taking some shots. Gets Bricks to super low, but Onur able to find the shots. Omar in the back. RZM finds 1, RZM leader, and Ragox the last hope. RZM finds 2. Needs to find 3 more. Onur gonna get, or Ragox fighting 2. He's activating demon mode. There we go. Leader able to re-heal, and there we go. We're got it. Game 2, round 11, right around the corner. The clutch from the side of Olympus has led us here. They found 4 on the opening attack strats. Can they find 1 more, Dave?
Well, that's the real question here. Is this one going to be over in 2, or are we going to get that spicy game 3 for you guys? You know me, I'm cheering for game 3. I don't care who wins this. I just want good games. And, man, this is just one that we have to have, right? This is one that, if I see this over in 2, I'm going to be disappointed.
Like a kid who just picked up an ice cream cone and the ice cream fell all over the sidewalk. That's how I'd feel right now. Onur, why did you knock my ice cream cup out of my hand? He is spoiling it for us all. And the B-side push, a little more anticipated here. You can see it's a little bit more covered here for the side of Anarchy and Olympus. You've dropped 1, your top frag. Ragox is biting some bullets too. Almost gets wallbanged. Jesus, the griefing. The coverage is great. 4v5, so only 1 casualty so far this round. Need to see some shots come through for the side of Olympus. We are begging for a game 3. Deliver it to us, Olympus. It's on you. Bomb is still in the hands of Leader, yet he has not made the rotation over the 8, but has found one blood, and that is Rondo. A much-needed kill. Mar played a great job there, and they have found the advantage they need. The bomb is still over at B, so I'm expecting it to go there because the rotations haven't been. And you can see all 3 players left alive, Brix, Onor, and Patron, they're kind of holding back. They're anticipating that A repush, but looking for a retake on that B side to go along with it. So they've covered A, B, bomb, going down. Leader does the job, and now 43 seconds on the clock. Can Olympus hold out? Can they take us to that game 3? We're going to have to find out here. 35 seconds on the clock.
35 seconds on the clock. We do have the bomb planted and a player advantage for the side of Olympus. If I had to guess, I would say that this is looking a lot better for Olympus, and sure enough, Ragox helping clean up things. It's now Patron left alone. We saw him clutch up a 1v3 on Tuesday, but can he do it again? Not going to happen, and that's going to be our game 3 locked in verdict.
Locked and loaded. Let's go, baby. I'm here for it. I'm here for the competition, and it is getting very, very intense on this end. 6-5 win for the side of Olympus. They bought themselves a game 3, and we are here for it all. I wasn't preying on anybody's downfall here. Day obviously wasn't truly, preying on the downfall of Animus the other day, but we got it. And right now, we're in a similar scenario where Anarchy are on the back burners of winning game 1, dropping game 2. We're going to see that domination now as I'm taking a look at the rotations. It's going to take us to a dom firing range, and what a way to end this series. Taking a look at the kill feed. Ramvi top fragging the entire lobby, 16 kills, but he picked up 13 on the backs of the first 4 rounds. So not as much of a presence, a little bit more of a contribution from RZM and Leader, who again had a slow start. Ragok picks up a solid 6 as well. And on the flip side of things, this is where, Patron and Onur picked up a hell of frags, 27 combined there. 13 for Patron, the S&D master himself. 14 for Onur. And again, this is where it drops off. Brick's only able to pick up 4. A little bit of a struggle there, but did, pick up the slack in the OBJ department. Had 3 solid plants, which led to them coming back on that attack side. So 7 for Rondo, 4 for Fades. This is a spicy one day. Expectations are high. Intensity's high. The matchup is set to take off here in a firing range domination. And, based off of what we're seeing right now, the 70... How many kills was it in favor of Anarchy?
74 in the hard point.
Is that going to play a factor here in this?
It could. It could. Especially for domination, where holding spawns on a favorable side can be so important. So we'll have to see if they're able to bring it together. Obviously, we're getting ready to go into a firing range domination, which is not... It's not as much of a advantageous map, but the C side does tend to be a little bit favored, and that's largely going to be because you have quicker access to trailer on the spawns, as well as we are out of an LMG meta, but the death machine is still a thing. So the fact that A side is 100% wall bangable can be a little bit of a factor in that sense. If you're having control over B from the A side, you're not going to be able to wallbang your opponents at C, whereas if you're on C side, a lot of that cover is very easy to penetrate. So,
all right, we'll have to see now as we are going to get geared up for game 3. It does look like we're going to be flipping sides yet again. So make sure everything is on point there. It does look like we are all good with that in. So appreciate that for us to get geared up for this game 3. It has been... This matchup has delivered. I said this one was going to be, the highlighted matchup of the day. This is the one where we're really going to see, does Anarchy have what it takes to, take it and win in the trenches? And does Olympus, who, again, is on the come up, they took the Nova series to a game 3. This is an opportunity for them to stake their claim here as a top competing team. So I've got a lot of faith in them. I've got a lot of faith in this Anarchy squad. Both hell of a squads for each respective. And, right now this is going to be the decision maker. Who's the better today? And right now, we are geared up for that Game 3 domination. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are begging for it. I'm begging for it. Day was pleading on his knees. I saw him. He had his cam on. I know you guys didn't get a chance to see it while we were in the game, but I assure you he did have pants on then. I'm not sure if he still has pants on now, but yeah, there we go. There we go.
No shot.
pants. No pants again. Jesus Christ, Dave. Put
Listen,
some. You went to work
listen,
with no pants on today?
Listen, I didn't buy a house and live on my own to have to wear pants all day, okay? Period.
Jesus Christ. Well, here we are. Game 3. Domination on firing range. I'm on board with Patron because Bro popped off earlier. Gonna give him a little light to begin with. C-Cap's gonna come through real quick for the side of Anarchy and Olympus. Looking for that A-side cap. Leader gets first blood. Gonna be traded quickly, though. Amnur on the frags. Back and forth affair. Trailer control held down. Patron able to hold it off and does push out and overextends. Gets taken down. Mar picks 2 up in the feed.
Yeah, definitely a solid start here for these two teams. My emulator is lagging a little bit, but hopefully it'll free itself up here in a second. We do have about a half-point lead for the side of Anarchy, and you know we've had several games, specifically the ones that tend to be a little bit on the close side, come down to time running out at the end. So that could be a really big factor, just having that one little bit of advantage. Does look like we have about half B progress coming through for the side of Anarchy right now, but it has been stopped at least temporarily. Seaside flip looking to come through for the side of Olympus, though, and that could actually be huge. You have leader on that point. Patron's going to slide the corner, but the C cap does come through. Unfortunate. All that effort comes through. Does look like the C cap is going to go back, and yeah, it's an A-side spawn secured. Protect on the side of Anarchy. So they're going to maintain the BC. They had a triple for a split second there, nothing crazy. But right back on the C pressure. RCM, Mare are there. You can see Ragox pushing on up. The Hunter Killer comes through and finds 2.
We might have ourselves another early triple cap. If this A site is not reverse, leader does win a big gunfight there and does hold the A site now. Olympus. Again, this is a matchup we saw in the first game alone. The Hardpoint, they got out-fragged by 70+ kills, and that might be a factor here. B-Cap comes a little premature there. Doesn't look like it's going to stick. Mar doesn't play his life there. RZM looking for the frags at the bottom of firing range, clears it out. Only a smidge. Does put his foot on. The smoke comes through, and that is a B-Cap now in favor. How long will they hold it, though? The Predator missile comes through, and right back on the point. Patron, bites the bitter end of a Hunter Killer, and the B and A cap are going to hold for the time being. I think this is an excellent opportunity for us to join in. We didn't get a chance to join in with the side of Olympus. Now is our opportunity. Quick VC, listen in for the side of Olympus.
One trailer. Jump on. Mid, mid. Come on, clean B, guys. Nice. One shot. We need trailer. Trailer, Mara. One more. Two B, I can be.
One mid, one shot, one trailer, guys. One mid, one shot.
One B. One B.
Trailer.
Two trailers. Clean B, we need clean B. I spawn fire.
Oh, P1 in the corner, some bags.
P1 corner dead.
Go B, guys.
Come see. Need trailer. Go trailer first.
All right, I gotta say, there's a lot of potential, but a little bit of a not so clear in call-outs there.
That was definitely something I wanted to point out. They have a lot of good information, but I don't feel like they have anybody really playing in that IGL spot. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people talking, but nobody really directing that information, right? So that's something I'm going to be looking forward to from this team. Definitely a strong team. They're doing solid on the teamwork, but I can't help but think they'd be doing better if the comms were cleared up a little bit.
No, I'm 100% on board with you there. As we're looking at it, a little bit of a lead going into the second half if the B and C remain to stick, and that just seems to be the case all throughout this first half. It's, you know, Olympus fighting to getting the second hill and then holding it to go along with it, or second point rather. 100 to 85, so a 15-point deficit. This is much doable here for Olympus, but again, not a lot of focus on the comps, not a lot of direction to go along with it. I'm wondering who their IGL is, and if it, you know, is a matter of they don't have one, or maybe they're just not stepping up in this situation. Definitely a ball dropped on that end. So business as usual here for the side of Anarchy. They are coming in and just absolutely still out fragging. Not as heavy as they were in the hard point, but certainly a huge kill gap in their favor.
Yeah, so far does seem to be the case. We'll keep an eye on it. We are in the second half here, and once again, does look like we've got a bit more B progress coming through for the side of Anarchy. The B cap comes through actually very, very quickly, and that's going to be a huge factor as this score starts to really stack up against the side of Olympus. They've got to make a B cap come through here. They're not super far behind, so a double is more than enough for them to bring things back, but it's not going to be an easy one, because again, when you're getting out fragged, it can be very difficult to hold the spawns that you want, and you need a balance of teamwork and individual gun skill, and a little bit of additional teamwork can definitely help kind of close the gap of the gun skill a little bit, but it can only carry you so far.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm looking at a triple cap right now. The you know, if it wasn't the Grav Vortex that Brixta pulled out and put on A, it was certainly the Predator missile that came through. I'm not even sure. The streaks are just coming in so quick, I can barely keep up. The E cap does come back through, but it might look like it's short-lived. I think we got a perfect opportunity to join in just to hear the comms for a brief second for the side of Anarchy, and just really hear what the difference is for the both of these teams. So bear with us as we jump in with Anarchy for our quick second half listen in.
Friendly airstrike incoming.
And top 10, top 10.
We've got control of A. Maybe push up to C. They're gonna go C now.
See.
I'm just gonna maintain trailer. And peek from
Lower,
far.
lower.
Friendly hunter killer drone.
Lower, guys.
Yeah, I'm in armory.
They're gonna go A, they're gonna go A.
Tunnel. I have red.
Nice, they're gonna go A now.
Friendly predator.
Hey, dead.
GG, one more A.
One wood, one mid.
Yeah, they don't showers.
It's
Two
alright,
bottom,
bro.
one bottom,
He
one
backed
peeking.
out the sniper. That's a GG, bro.
They
That's a
don't
GG. One wood, one
One is mid, one is mid. Mid track.
He's playing sniper.
Top, yeah, camo.
Using a sniper now, bro. Okay.
To be fair, I don't think they're getting a trip in the next 2 minutes.
Nice.
Like I said, it was brief, and that's all we needed to hear. The triple cap came through yet again. 196 and counting. This is over with. Game 3, life was burnt off of that search and destroy win. Olympus, you know, might have hit off a little bit more than they could chew, and you can clearly see the comps were night and day. Granted, the lead was heavily in favor of Anarchy. As soon as I jumped in, I immediately heard direction. I immediately heard what I'm holding. I immediately heard just a better understanding of the game. Is that wrong, Day, or am I on point?
No, you're right on board. There was a lot more direction. You could definitely hear. I'm not 100% familiar on whose voice is who, but you could definitely hear there was a bit more guidance and direction on the side of Anarchy. I'll probably try to pay a little bit more attention to who exactly it is that's talking when we get into their comms again, because that was solid. I mean, we pretty much had a team that was all communicating, and then you did have one voice that really seemed to stand out a little bit and give people a direction to head, right? So that's that's a huge factor when you come into a game like a Dom firing range. I mean, that is a map that, because it can get so chaotic at times, you really need that coordination, and we just didn't have that at all on the side of on the side of Olympus.
Yeah, that's not a knock at Olympus. Obviously, they were able to put up enough to take us to a game 3, which we were very pleased with. The performance in Search and Destroy was absolutely on point. They clutched when they needed to, able to get that round 11 sealed, and that's one of the more difficult tasks to ask of a team. And then to jump into the comms, it's clear they don't really have as much direction as this Anarchy squad did have. And you could tell the points in the first half, it was 15-point gap that was covered. But you take a look at the points in the second, the streaks came along with it. A lot of direction, a lot of firm call-outs, a lot of I'm holding trailer or I'm holding armory. That's vital information. That's key. A lot of, I think they're going to be coming here. They're going to be going A. They're going to be spawning A. That's crucial, especially on a map like Firing Range that just absolutely held superior.
Well, and I think one of the biggest things to consider as well for Olympus is not only have they had some of the toughest matchups you could ask for. They played Animus right out of the gate. They came up against Nova on Tuesday. They're here against Anarchy, the team that took down Animus. So they've had a really tough schedule, but even deeper than that, they're the team with the most roster changes. I think they're actually at their limit of roster changes here. We started off the season with Jire, Mare, Turu, Lydia, RZM was the starting 5. Obviously, they lost Turu, they lost Lydia to FN 420. They added Ranvi. They had Laria and lost Laria. Now they've got Ragox and Leader. So maybe some of that bumbling in the comms that we were talking about, needing to refine some of that. Maybe that's something we'll see happen in the coming weeks. And again, they've had an incredibly tough schedule so far. Again, right out of the gate, Animus, they lost against Animus, and then here they are today facing the team that beat Animus. So it's a little bit difficult to ask a lot from them with as much roster change as they've had in the mix. But I see a lot of potential.
I'm 100% on board with you. There's a lot of potential, in fine-tuning that potential into talent that will produce results in the long run is what I'm going to be monitoring on. Alrighty, baby, we are back. Illuminati versus Omni. A rematch from the qualifier finals. We all know how that went. It was a smooth 3-0 for Omni. Will Illuminati be able to make something shake here in the regular season? Because this is what it matters. Of course, you know, the qualifiers are great and all, but that doesn't have anything to do with the regular season, right, Dave?
Correct. I mean, that is absolutely correct. Obviously, as you were mentioning earlier. Wait, did we talk about that on stream, or is that between stream? Oh, no. About Devious?
Oh, that was off stream. That was off stream.
Oh, cool. Okay, never mind. Not going to make that comment then.
Well, you know what? I will comment on the fact we got a pretty decent rotation here to start things off. We're going to be kicking it off with a hard point on Hackney Yard. As I'm taking a look at it, we're going to be taking off on Takeoff, Search and Destroy for Game 2, and then going to get very hot on a firing range domination if it does go to a Game 3. Omniscient have opted to ban the hardpoint crossfire map, thank God. Illuminati have opted to ban the hardpoint raid map, so got, you know, a solid game. Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen too much Takeoff today. I haven't seen enough Hackney Yard to really, you know, make the fact or the case that Hackney Yard hardpoint, we haven't seen that played yet, so I feel like this is one of the better maps to play hardpoint on, as well as Search and Destroy. As we saw, I went to around 11 earlier in our second series. Takeoff, Search and Destroy is the second time we played it. Okay, you know, fair enough. I've seen too much Takeoff today, though, bro. Ronan, I think you just need to remove this. Once you have it 2 matches in a row, I think you need to take it off the ticker because the random map selector
I agree.
is obviously broken there. All right.
Yeah. I mean, we should still have a good series, right? Illuminati was a team that I think a lot of people slept on through qualifiers, and they came in and, you know, showed they're here to play, and they're not going to be a pushover team. Now, they did have a long, hard-fought battle during the losers bracket of the qualifiers, but I mean, they stuck with it and absolutely performed. So, I'm excited. And does look like, Verdict, we are getting into the game.
All the action is here, bro. We are right along with it now. Hackney Yard hardpoint. P1 going to be right here at the bottom side of this building site. And already a lot of frags coming through. Jim picking up a 2-piece there. He's going to be able to play his life. Has one more player to deal with. Make it 2. The push comes in. Mojito going to get the better end of that trade. And the break comes through. Much needed here. As you can see it, it's going to be a back and forth affair. The real battle is going to be for those P2 spawn sites, though, as you can see it. The shots from the side, it does look like the side of Omni going to be battling back to get into that tire shop. But right now, they need to find a way to get on the point to contest because a lot of time going to be racked up here from Illuminati. You see a Boot, one of my favorite, picks up his 4th there. He's on a 1 combo, and battle for these P2 spawn sites are going to ensue. It does look like the side of Omni are going to be able to manage to keep those spawns, though. So, may not have gotten their foot on the hill for as long as they wanted to on the P2 set. Or P1 set, but P2 certainly looking like, oh my, look at that. Denicio spawns all the way out on the backside of Yellow, and the break might come through early here for the side of Illuminati.
definitely looking possible. We'll keep our eye out, but Illuminati, large lead right now, and they might be looking to extend it. And this, if they're able to get back-to-back hills here, they could really set themselves up in a prime position. Obviously, with it being a 200 or 250 hardpoint, you're not going to have the game 90% over after 2 hills, right? That's not going to happen. So we will have an opportunity where maybe we see Omni make a comeback. They do get a rebreak on the hill here. There's enough time for them to tie things up, but if you want me to be honest with you, I expected Omni to just flat out be in the lead here. I didn't expect them to be fighting for tying things up.
I think your exact words were, maybe this will be a quick matchup.
Maybe.
You know,
I did say that. I said maybe this will be a quick matchup. But right now, Illuminati putting up one heck of a fight.
No, they are. And I got to say, they've shown a lot of promise. Were able to pick up some points on Tuesday's stream. They picked up a smooth 20. Right now, they are putting up some numbers against some of the best in EU. And definitely one of the best teams that came out of qualifiers, if not the best team. I mean, obviously they won 3-0 against this Illuminati squad on the last and final day, but right now we're in regular season. It looks like that gap is bridged. Gathelia pulling out the Annihilator, though. Certainly making a case for shutting down this P3 site, but he is taken down. Found 2 to go along with it. Jim gonna pick up the slack and the objective. You can see there are 2 players up top. One drops down. That's Starricker. He picks up his 6th and is immediately traded. Tide and I picking up some much needed time. I was looking earlier. Dude was like 0-10, has picked up, or 0-9, and has picked up 2 kills since. But certainly a poor start for him. Maybe he'll turn things around though. Jim, definitely not a player who's having a bad game though. 60-9, 60-9 for him and Gathelia actually. And you can see it on the side of Illuminati. You got 2 who are plus, 1 positive, but that is about as close to positive as it's going to get for the remainder of the squad. So, certainly getting out fragged early on, and I think that's what Omni is really sticking to right now. The rotations are coming along with it too. Had a little bit of a hiccup on that P2 rotation. The break came through early, but it didn't stick. So, Ty, my guy, I wish I wouldn't have seen that.
Uh-oh, what happened? I didn't see it, so.
He got a Grav's Vortex off and got suckied right into it.
Well, that is just unfortunate, sir. That is just unfortunate and then some, so. It happens, though. It happens, especially if you're playing a tight angle. You know, sometimes. Yeah, I've seen people do it with rocket launchers. There's a whole compilation of people doing it with the Thumper from Stage 5, right? So, Stage 5? Yeah, I think Stage 5.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about Creed being the top frag in kills by, you know, it wasn't even close to anybody else. But I think the Thumper topped him for kills that series, for that Stage 5. I cannot tell you how many times I watched someone kill themselves from a Thumper. It was just absolutely ridiculous, but you know, right now we're looking at 15 seconds into this point. This is where the money hill comes into play, and it's going to be in favor of the side of Illuminati, question mark. Gore wins some crucial gunfights, gets the break. Oh, the Renetti. Oh, boy, Gore is a savage, a beast. Plays his life in the spawns. Come through for his team. That might have single-handedly saved him from that P5 getting retaken right there.
Yeah, definitely possible, and this has been an intense matchup from the start. It's a rematch that you know, we needed to see because, again, I think Illuminati showed a lot of promise and did just maybe struggle in that initial matchup. And you know, just because Omni won qualifiers does not mean they're going to win this matchup. And Illuminati, they're here to kind of take some of that momentum that they had back.
You're absolutely right. Now the P1 reset comes through. It's going to be favoring Omni and only leading by a small margin. It's been 20 points roughly. It was a little higher earlier, but that P5 hold was on point. Gore was the man behind all of that action there. The break comes through for Mojito. And it is going to be a little bit of time there for the side of Illuminati. I think this is a great time. I said that I promised it before we went back live. We're going to get a jump in for listenings, and it is going to be with the side of Illuminati. So bear with us as we jump in. Need to hear some of that boot call out.
Yeah, push next. Hold, go next.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Hardpoint locked down.
Go next.
One next, Tariq.
My bad. 2 on next, 2 next, 2 in next.
Okay.
Let's burn out.
Come on. Don't.
One right side.
Back in EP1.
Let's
We need
push
to smoke.
right
We need to
side.
smoke, guys. We need to smoke. Come on.
Yes, smoke.
One
One is on your right, next to you.
Nice. One police car.
Anya, police.
He's dead.
Nice.
Push right side.
Dead. Okay, one more bottom.
I'm waiting.
Bottom. Nice. Come on. Nice. Let's go.
Nice. Good job.
Nice. Rotation.
Nice.
Two left side. Three left side. Watch out.
Oh, left side.
Left side. One more.
Left side.
Mojito sled, hein.
Left side dead.
Nice.
Connect, guys.
One more.
Connect.
One in point.
Pushing next.
Yeah, let's go next.
Guys. Forget about this. Go next.
Oh my god. Let's go. Don't worry.
Enemy contact.
Go set up yellow, guys.
Punch, 1 HP.
I push factory side.
I've got one Apex point.
Oh, dang it, dude. I think I dropped out of VC right at the wrong time. I should have stuck. Dude, there's something about when boot calls out. I wake up, like, all my senses are on point, dude. I need a lot more boot in my life. Did I miss out on what could have been an epic listen-in? Because I left right at the end. I thought this was a perfect opportunity to transition. Tell me, what did I miss?
Listen, it was pretty solid all the way through. Okay, I can't complain too much. But you definitely didn't get any clip-worthy comms. I guess is the easiest way to put it. Yeah, you didn't.
Man, look, anytime
Speaking
Boo
of
talks,
clip-worthy, Ronan, if you wanna throw the clip up for us in chat, you go ahead and do it. I know you got it. And listen, that is a legendary moment in the EU scene. So. I'm here for it, and hopefully we'll get more epic comms. But today was not the day.
well, I mean, it was still like
It was good. It was good,
Oh,
but
yeah,
not. Yeah.
It wasn't that I get what you're saying. Yeah, P4 right here is a 30-point advantage in favor of Omni, and the retake came through in a perfect time for the side of Illuminati on that P2 break. The P3 transition wasn't very favorable. They opted to rotate. It may have been a little bit too late. Sure enough, Omni were able to extend that lead. Right now, extending is not the case. Illuminati putting up a lot. This is a bare knuckle, brass knuckle fight right now, dude. These guys are throwing and trading back and forth. I can't keep up with it. Denisio gets the smoke, former teammates, Gore. And Gore got the better of this one. And now the contest. Ty, you want some smoke? You got it, homie. One more to deal with, Gore. You're a savage, my guy. Single-handedly, Jim gets bodied. That's clip-worthy right there. Jesus. My goodness, Gore. You're a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah, this has been a crazy one. Gracie, getting some good use out of that purifier there. I know we talked a little bit about it getting buffed, and I gotta say, even though we knew it was getting buffed, I was not really prepared for it to be as decent as it is. So I think that's at least a good sign on the balancing side of things. I think it brings a little bit more flavor into the mix. I don't know if it's top tier, but like it's one of those operators where I feel like it's in a good enough spot that if specific players get comfortable with it, they may be able to capitalize on it really well. So we'll see.
Well, you know what I'm gonna see right now? Maybe an upset in game one. Gathelia there for the contest, but it's not gonna be enough. The break comes through in its final 245 to 209, but guess what? The side
Oh
of
my
Illuminati's
goodness.
right back on it. The griefing's just 100% on
It doesn't
point.
matter,
Careful!
Gracie's here!
Gracie! The encounter! Gracie wins! Illuminati takes game number 1 in a massive, just super competitive all the way through. And I'll look back on it, dude. You know, some big time plays that changed the outcome of this game. It was on that P3 site where Gore held it all on his own for the last 20 seconds. Dude, he had nobody there. His team all opted, either died or opted to rotate into that new site to get the advantage into P5. He's just doing things a little different on the objective. He drops 38, top fragger in the lobby for kills. 38-27, 45 on the hill, and I guarantee you all 45 of those seconds were just him in the hardpoint all by himself. A phenomenal game for both teams, though. I'm very impressed.
Look, we have a very close game as far as kills go. We only had 9 more kills for the side of Illuminati, but where it really starts to count is the overall team contribution to the hill. I mean, Ty, dude, came through with 216 on the board for the side of Omni, and you got to give him credit for that. But Gathelia 17, Denicio 0? Denicio, my dude. How did you never touch the point?
Tell you why, because Gore was there griefing the entire.
Listen,
Gore,
I
Gore had
understand,
6 feeds in the objective.
Look at
unstoppable.
everybody though. Look at everybody though on the side of Illuminati. 45 for Gore, 117 for Mojito, 127 for Gracie, 58 for Boot, 54 for Stariker. You have everybody with nearly a minute or more of objective time on the side of Illuminati, and we have a player with 0 and 17 for the side of Omni. It's all fine and dandy if you're going to play that Slayer position, you're playing forward, you're playing anchor, whatever the case may be. But 0 seconds on the hill. Listen, it doesn't matter what position you are on the team. At some given point in a hard point, especially one that goes to almost 500 points on the board, there was at least one time in that game where your feet needed to be on the hill. Well, period.
You know, in a game that goes to 250 for the first team to get there, I would expect at least 10 seconds. I don't think that's too much of an ask. I'm not criticizing Denicio. I'm not telling him he's bad. But
I'm not telling him that he's bad, but I'm absolutely criticizing him.
An overall contribution, there has to be a little bit of a desire to get onto the point. I saw one encounter where he got taken out before he could even step in. That's understandable. Gore was just better there. Gore was on a spree. Bro was on a burner. He got into the zone, and I could just imagine, you know, he was just cracked out of his mind. Everything was happening so quickly, and, you know, unfortunate for Denicio not getting anything on the point is, I don't know if that should be the topic of discussion. I think that's
a huge miss to me.
That's a huge miss. I mean, but the Illuminati squad itself just absolutely on point.
Illuminati just played really, really well. And again, part of that is that they all were putting their work in towards that objective. Again, we obviously Gore was cracked that game. Ended up going 11 positive, 38 and 27. And again, not only was he slaying out, but still contributed 45 on the hill. So definitely got to give credit where credit is due. Search and destroy. I'm hoping Omni can turn things around, maybe push us to a game 3. But I don't know, man. With the way Illuminati are playing here right now, I may have been right. This could be a quick game.
Alrighty, we did have the best of 3 up here, but we didn't get a chance to discuss it. That we had a little bit of a spicy take, a little bit of back and forth banter, and discussing some of the post Mayhem report. And man, what a game 1 to start off with. We're looking at a takeoff, search and destroy to be the deciding factor if we see that game 3. I am not one to be biased, but I just can't believe a 2-0 in favor of Illuminati. Granted, that game 1 performance was on point. I just don't see it happening here. Omni take us to a game 3, and that's where things get spiced. So we're going to see how it plays out, but if I were a betting man, I'd have my money on Omni right here. This is their chance to even things out, and we're not even going to hold back. We're going to go ahead and dive right into a takeoff, search and destroy day. Never mind. Looks like we're going to be bouncing back to the lobby. So, no ping, no party?
No ping, no party, or no ping, no problem. That is the time-long question for COD Mobile. Not typically something we see in EU, but, you know, it may not have been a ping thing. It could have been someone, they had a double operator on accident, or
Yeah.
they had,
Whoa. We're in search and destroy. Double operator don't count.
well, that's why I was trying to change it there for a second. Maybe they, wanted one more person on a trophy, and there was some miscommunication. It was before the game, so we're going to go ahead and give them that reset.
Now, hey, I looked into patch notes, and I did see that players are allowed to change their loadouts before the game starts. I don't know. I know it's not enough time. Like in Vanguard, you have the opportunity to change in between deaths. I don't know if that's the case as, it is in Vanguard. But I think that's a huge step in the right direction for COD Mobile. I think that you should be able to cancel queues for rank if you're at a party too. I think if you're at a lobby with someone and it's, you're not able to continue on, you can back out without the party host. Changing up the loadouts in between rounds for search and destroy, or in hardpoint even in any game mode. I think that should be something that should also be a factor. So they're moving in the right direction. I think it's just a pre-game lobby that you can do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did read that in the patch notes.
Destroy the objective.
Well, we will see. We're off to our search and destroy. Does look like we are rolling on through it this time. So, verdict. Do you have any predictions for this? Are you thinking we see a game 3, or
100%.
Are we thinking that Illuminati is
100%? I don't think it's close.
As I say that, Jim and Gathelia absolutely just opening things up. But Gracie is able to come through with a refrag. The 3-for-1 trade as Denicio finds Mojito. Bro, we've got 3 people sniping on the side of Omni right now. And they're lighting him up.
Oh, they're lighting it up, dude. They're going to continue to light it up. This team is so talented when it comes to search and destroy games, and right now they're capitalizing on a 4v2. Gore drops. Candoff finds 2 for himself. 1v2. Bomb is down, but Denicio with a slide, the advantage to Renetti on point. That is going to be a first round in favor of the side of Omni. Okay, I'm trying to check in chat. Guys, is it let me know in chat. No one's replying. Can you actually change your loadouts before a game starts? I haven't played since the update, and I think that is something that, it could be a huge factor in the future if COD Mobile continues to move in that direction. Oh, Mojito. Free kill, tie, drops. That's 2 for this round alone, and the B-side push. Now it's, 2 players dropping for the side of Omni and no response yet, so we're going to see Gathelia kind of in between a few players. You got Capo. Oh, you got to get that one. Okay, Capo does get the finish there. And now 3v4 Gathelia actually going to bite some bullets, but is going to be able to retreat back. We still got about a minute and 15 on the clock. Gathelia still the bomb in hand. The push comes through. Capo, Denicio combined for 2. The retake coming back, and now it is a 2v2. Gore finding Denicio again. 1 kill on board for him, and about a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, all tied up as far as player lives goes. 2:55 on the clock. We do have the bomb in hand of Gathelia, so maybe they're able to push up and get a plant here and start forcing their opponents to play against time. But obviously, that's not going to be a easy thing to pull off for either of these teams. But Boot going to come through, does take Capo down. It's going to open up a little bit deeper of a window here. Now, can they finish it off is the question. 30 seconds to go. And Boot going to come through. I wish we could listen in on Search and Destroy.
I know,
I'd
right?
love to hear Boot's reaction on taking both them down.
Oh, dude, you're not the only one, bro. I know he's hyped. Okay, so I'm reading chat. You can actually, you can do it during the update, during the queue. The loadout.
Queue, okay.
During the queue, like right before the game starts, it has a timer. I think you could do it in that time frame. Or was it that you could do it while you're queuing? So maybe not in customs. I think they need to add the fact that you can change loadouts in game. That shouldn't be limiting, to you in a game. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel.
Well, right. Nobody asked how you feel, Verdict. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the COD Mobile community would 100% back me on that.
Yeah, probably.
Get ready for the next round.
Probably. It's something that's available in other COD titles, obviously. So I'm right there with you. I think it should be a thing too, but we'll have to see where COD Mobile decides to put their development time, I guess.
Well, 2 for 1 now. I said we're definitely going to a game 3 right now. You know, Illuminati's shutting me the hell up. Jim gonna peek the corner. Jim gonna take some shots. Not gonna be able to get the finish there. Starricker, eat my Finnick bullets. Jim picks up his second. Is looking for a third. Gracie, you can get those too, my guy. There's enough. All you can eat right here. Jim's Finnick buffet. 100% on point. Minute and 30 on the clock. That's gonna be reduced now. 5v3, make it a 4v3. Mojito overextends though. He's out. Oh, Gore wraps the corner. 40 seconds on the clock. 2v3 retake now. A side. 100% covered though. You can see the pressure from the front side. You've got Capo waiting for that push from Gore. He knows exactly where he's at from the call out. And you got Ty on the flank. This is surely about to be a 100% chance of a pinch scenario.
Sniper.
Yeah, definitely looking like it, and definitely looking like we're going to tie things up in this series. Sure enough, there it does come through. That was a little bit to be expected, right? I mean, when you have that kind of positioning and you have the 3-1 player advantage, really just not a whole lot you can say about that. And now we're on round 5. This is going to be the last round of the Omni offense. Can they take an edge here and make the comeback look possible? Or again, Illuminati. This team not only looked good, specifically rolling on through to later stages of the qualifiers, but have continued to look better and better. And now, you know, since these are 2 qualifier teams, we have to consider the fact that Omni didn't drop a map all qualifiers, and then Illuminati here bounce in and take the hard point and are absolutely holding their own right now in the search and destroy. It is a 4v3 advantage for the side of Omni with 45 seconds on the clock. But we know what a Madman boot can be. Oh, does miss the shot on Capo there. That would have been a big one.
Yeah, but that's an ego chow at its... That's an ego chow and an overextend. You're dead even if you get that shot. Doesn't matter what the case is. Denicio gonna find Mojito right there. I was not a fan of that challenge. I was not. I mean, I love the enthusiasm. I love the aggression, but when you're down by 1, you can't overextend him. You got to play your life a little better there. Maybe find another frag somewhere else. That one player isn't going to make or break that round if you drop and you die. You know what I'm saying? You're still down by 1 player.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. And now Omni, they have themselves a single round lead. It's something, but it's not everything. So we'll have to see if they can continue to keep this pressure up. It does look like they might be picking up round 4 here if they keep this up.
Yeah, side flip's not favoring the side of Illuminati right now. Mojito does find 1, even things up. Does find a second. Jim Gathilia. We'll see next round. Bomb's down, though, and it's kind of in a compromised spot. You can see the side of Denicio and Ty literally just hovering over the side, but it's in the staircase, so they might be able to do the deed and pick it up and get out. And as I say that, Denicio does fall back. There's 1 player right here. Who is that? That is definitely Capo, who's right underneath what appears to be Gore. So, nope, that's Boot.
Yep. As soon as Boot pulls the trigger here, that's going to give his position away. Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Yeah,
oh,
right
man.
there, bro.
Yeah, that was rough. That was
yeah.
rough. Switched over to him at just the wrong time. Maybe a little bit of caster curse there. If we have any caster curse emote users in chat, that is probably a prime time. Shameless self-plug.
Yeah, yes. Shameless self-promo. You know what? I'll enable it. Oh, baby!
Oh my goodness, Mojito comes through with the 2-piece on the slide up the stairs to tie things up.
Man, get saucy with it, baby. I'm digging it, bro. Mojito with the ego chow. Omni lined up. I don't know what the hell that call was. Like, how many seconds were left? Like 5, 10?
Yeah, I mean it was slim pickings for sure.
Omni, you got to do better than that. That's a 1v3 that he clutched. Mojito, more power to you, brother.
Yeah, definitely a big round for Mojito there, and he's continuing that energy. Finds one to open things up. Does get refragged out by Denisio pretty much right away, but General Gore gonna make it a 2-for-1 trade. Oh man, oh boot, what a shot.
I hate I missed that one. Oh, he might be able to get Jim here. Oh, Jim mantles and... Oh, hit marker. Lol, feels bad. Jim retaliates. He's 1 health. Can't afford to reach out here, can he? Oh, I guess he will. Bomb's going to be pushed up. A. Staracre going to go ahead and do the deed. Now Gore and Staracre going to need to defend. You see, maybe he'll catch one on the transition. The bad thing is they rotated back, so... Now it's a guessing game. One in the corner back. Star's going to be that player. Gore looking to thread the needle right here up top, so... There it goes. We've got a 4-3 advantage now in favor of the side of Illuminati, so I guaranteed us a game 3, and wow. What's going on? Omni, where you at? Cree! My God! Cree, new update, Capo mod menu not updated? Come on, bro!
Bro!
Yowzas! Shots fired.
Yeah, I mean, you could have been a little more gentle.
He said not today.
That's rough, man. Yeah, he said not today. Creed woke up and chose violence for sure, bro.
The COD timings of all COD timings.
Yo, Capo's got 7 on the board. I don't know if we can really give too much crap to Capo here. He's making it happen, Captain.
He is making it happen, Captain. Right now, Illuminati making it. They are just continuing to make it happen. Capo does find one before he gets dropped. Mojito. Man, dude. Just ridiculous, this game. 12 kills on board. Single-handedly destroying my hopes for a game 3. Ty. Okay, wins that one. Didn't have a great hardpoint game, but is starting to redeem himself here. 8 kills on board for the man. Boot! Catch the hands, too! I don't know what that was. It looked like a little glitch. I was spectating. He just kept on shooting, but nonetheless, 2v2. Does the D, gets back. Got about 38 seconds on the clock, and now pressure's starting to rise here for the side of Illuminati. They have the advantage in both the series and in the search or destroy. So, you know, no harm, no foul if they drop this search, which, again, I'm not hoping for. Again, I might be hoping for. Super coming through with the raid. Absolutely killing it. Love you, Supra. A1 since day one. Shots going to trade. Both Staracre and Gathelia are going to be weak, but both managed to stay alive, and now the reposition. Gracie going to take some shots. Canned off. Tie to die. Well, he has, and that is going to be Gathelia left on the clutch 1v2 scenario. Got the drop on Staracre, but doesn't know where he's at. Gracie gets the shots. We're on match point. Series point as well. But
I gotta say, this is not necessarily the outcome I would have expected. I mean, I knew it could go either way, but...
Guys, let me tell you, I'm going to sell Day out. I'm going to sell Day out. Day said it was going to be a quick match.
I said it could be a quick match. Last time we saw this match, it was a 2-0 in favor of Omni, and this time... 3-0. Yeah, that's right, it was a best of 5. Well, before that, it was a 2-0 in the first round.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Mojito walks right into Gathelia, snake in the grass, but no grass needed there. Smoke comes through. Staracre, you can catch the hands too. Gathelia picks up his 4th. Slow game, slow start for him, and this is a time where we need him to be absolutely flawless because you drop one more round, game 3 hopes are out the window. Gore, up top, you can see Gathelia react. The nades are going to come along with it. Will they get a hit marker? No. But they do scare him off that little jump up, so that is exactly what they wanted. Gathelia right here on the reposition. If he pushes right through that window or through this little door frame, he's dead. Gore does peek it. Gore, again, not dead, though, so does have the call-outs. Boot looking for the transition. Boot. Oh, boy, Gathelia single-handedly wrecking here. Gore, last one alive, finds one. Can't find the second, and that is going to be Gathelia. Did he get it? He didn't get an ace there, no, right? It was a 4.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I don't think so, but I would like to point out, I may have said that this could be a quick match, but I did never say who was going to win. I absolutely will admit that I thought Omni was going to come through and win this one, but
I'll let you guys
dude,
hey,
Illuminati,
look.
listen, you guys can roast me in chat, but Illuminati are playing phenomenal right now, and I'm eating a big old sandwich of my words, so, you know, we'll see.
You know what? I eat sandwiches of my words all the time, but they just come into the form of a
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah, there we go. Well, hey, you know what? It feels kind of good not to be eating a foot sandwich right now, so I appreciate Dave for taking that bullet. You know, sometimes you got to do it. Right now, the bullets are going to be eaten, and Gore, how the hell are you not alive? And why are you pushing? What the hell was that, Gore?
Yikes.
I have never seen anything more cringe. Yeah, Gore, you're a legend. That first game was absolutely just dynamic. You started off the matchup too OP, but did you walk away from your phone and just tap the movement button twice for auto sprint forward, just going anywhere? Because that's what that looked like.
It is possible.
All right, well, you know what? I'm here for it, though, if that's what you want to do. Illuminati might be hearing Verdict's cry for a game.
He did it for the content. He did it for the content.
There we go. Well, now we're on match point for both. Round 11. Who are you rolling with, chat? Omniscient top 4. Oh, boy, that chat. Yeah, well, that aged well.
That didn't age very well, but,
yeah.
you know. Sometimes teams look spicy and then end up being a little bland.
Oh, you know, I guess that's what we have when we just season with salt and pepper. Need a little bit of variety here. Need that game 3. I'm looking at some Illuminati matchups that you know, they've been on the come up here recently too, and I'm absolutely loving it. Boot was not here the other day, but they still were able to get the dub. I made a comment about Chris being a manager, and I was very wrong for that.
That was rude. I can't believe you said that to him.
Nah, you know what? It is what it is. You know, I apologize. At the end of the day, his numbers in the hardpoint were very, very, very low in comparison to the rest of the squad. So, nonetheless, here we are. Boot finds first blood. Jim, who has been a demon this matchup. Ty drops 2. Game 3 hopes looking like there might be out the window, but Cathilia came through with a raid earlier as well with Jim. I need you guys to step up right here. This is the game. This is the round. This is the time. Star Raker, right in front of you, Cathilia. Oh my God, but you got one up top, and that's Mojito. I am not 100% sure if Cathilia didn't get that kill, I would have probably just ended stream early.
Oh no. That's a yikes and then some, but Oh, Boot.
Have the mighty fallen.
This is looking like it, dude. This is at minimum looking like it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If you would have told me before this game, 2-0 Illuminati, I'd have told you, look, Illuminati can win, but not in 2. And dang, man, dang. Illuminati low-key cracked.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting Illuminati, but what changed?
Right. I mean, this is, again, Omni, this team did not drop a single map in all of qualifiers, including against this team. That's crazy. Look, we knew going up against 117 Not Found could be a tough matchup for them, right? That was a given. They ended up dropping that one. But this is one I certainly would have expected at least a game 3 out of. And look, dude, Mojito absolutely fragged out in the in the search. 13 on the board for him. General Gore was the man, the myth, the legend that Illuminati needed for the hard point. And
Braveheart.
Yeah, I mean, again, they were able to come through and close it out in 2, and I don't know, man. I'm worried about Omni right now.
I'm very concerned with Omni's performance as well. That's 2 series that they've dropped 2-0. Granted, the first one was against a 117 team who I don't know, bro. I'm very concerned with Omni now because 2-0 from AK1 or 117 not found. They've gotten 2-0 2 times in a row since then. FN 420 and today. By Nova, Jim, you guys need to have a powwow. You need to have a conversation. You got the most insane amount of talent. That hardpoint game should have been yours. Granted, like I said, Gore just in the clutch, bro. I clipped both of those, and if you didn't on Trovo, clip it on Trovo, please, because I need it. I did get the first one. I didn't clip the second one, so I lied to you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But if you could have seen me after that series, I literally just put my hand over my head and... Okay, we're going to move on. Mojito, one question. Are those made with Norwalk and etiquette water, or what? What are we doing there? Is that gin?
Lol.
Refresh me there, Day Verdict. Verdict.
I think that's a conversation for our personal streams.
Okay, there we go. Well, 9-1 for Candoff, aka Gracie. Gore, the man himself, 8-6 for Boot, and a 2-0 win. That's going to earn 20 points for the side of Illuminati. And if I'm taking a look at the standings correctly, bam! You guys see it right there, too. 55 for Nova, that hasn't changed. 45 for Anarchy, that hasn't changed. Who's that in third place? That's a qualifiers team who didn't even win the finals. They got 3-0'd by Omni. They turned around and flip the scripts and get a fat 2-0 over Omni in the regular season. This is where it mattered the most. And sure enough, when it mattered the most, they came through with the most epic energy. GG's to both of those teams. No hate towards, when we're talking about Omni, we're not trying to demean them. We're not trying to demoralize them. We have a lot of hope in that team. We have a lot of,
Look, I'm a big Jim fan. I want that team to do well.
Huge Jim fan.
Yeah, that was an impressive series from Illuminati. I mean, we can sit here and talk about how Omni underperformed, but Illuminati played just really, really well, especially Gore.
You're absolutely right. And guys, if you're just now joining us, results for the day up on the screen for you to enjoy. 2-0 in favor. Nova over 117. That has not found a win since Thursday of last week. Since Omni. Jesus. 2-1 win for Anarchy. Spicy matchup too. And this one we thought was going to be, what we call the It Day as well. But a 2-0 in favor of Illuminati. It was certainly hot. Just not for one team. So now that leaves us with the last matchup of the day. That's right, guys. We're coming down to the wire here. It's Elysium and Aphelion, 2 more qualifier teams. We're going to be right back after this word from COD Mobile. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have that last series on deck when you return. Alrighty, guys, you asked for it. We've got it. It is going to be game, or last series of the night, not last game of the night. We're guaranteed at least 2 more games, right? Elysium and Aphelion set to square off at a best-of-3 day. And you know what? Got to say, this is going to be a little bit better of a matchup to kind of gauge Elysium. They were able to make it through qualifiers. They didn't have to play Aphelion, if I'm not mistaken. So this is another one of those teams that they were able to avoid under that bracket style. So thoughts? I know there's a lot of pressure here for them to perform. You know, we didn't really see much out of them from qualifiers other than the fact that their teamwork could have used a little bit more of a touch-up. But still a lot of promise considering they have some how do I say it? Some guys that can frag out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've unfortunately seen them, you know, come in and be able to put up the kill numbers, but just the communication, the teamwork, the rotations just has not been there. So, I'm hoping we get to see it. Historically, AE has been able to bring together teams that, where they lacked on the frag side, they were able to really capitalize in the teamwork, at least for respawns. So they've also had a little bit of a shaky run so far this season. Obviously, again, we talked about some big roster changes for them. One of the big ones was losing Ajax, who was one of the key players of the puzzle in qualifiers, in my opinion. So we'll see. This to me is, theoretically speaking, 2 very even teams. And the biggest test here, in my opinion, is going to be realistically looking out for what team has come the farthest since Tuesday, or even deeper than that since qualifiers.
Well, only time tells. Right now, we're gonna get that time here instantly as we're taking a look at it. We are jumping into the first game. That is gonna be a hardpoint standoff. Game 2 gonna be Crossfire, Search or Destroy. Raid domination. If it does go the distance, Aphelion has opted to ban that Crossfire hardpoint game or map and hardpoint raid ban. So here we are, game number 1 of the last series of the night. Will it be a banger or will it be another 2-0? We'll have to find out now as we're jumping right into it. Machinist looking for some mid-map control. Does find 1, does find 2, 3 on board with the frags to go along with it. A literal frag. And now, Aphelion looking to get into this B1. They have yet to make a point for themselves.
Well, we're going to see as we move on through here. Right now, it is a solid start for the side of Elysium, but I got to say, this has been kind of a factor for them. They start games off strong, they fill up the kill feed, and then somewhere in the middle of the game, things start to fall apart. So this is a big test for Elysium here. They've got themselves a 30-point lead to start. Does look like Zorky briefly makes a break into the point, taking down Aether, but is quickly going to go back as Noxy takes him down. And now you can see both teams are rotating over towards next. And AE, they've got themselves in a great position here. You can see they were going for that gas station spawn point, and it looks like they've been able to get it. But Goliath comes through and takes down 3.
Apollo quickly there on the trade, but Apollo going to get shut down just as well. And P2 looking a lot like P1 so far. The entry to the beginning of this point obviously going to be held for the side of Elysium. And this is a game that, or a matchup that I felt, Day and I both felt like was really the start to their season. They didn't necessarily show what we needed to see in the qualifiers to really see how well of a team they, could be if they developed that kind of team synergy, or if they developed that kind of, trust and rely system. And right now they're looking pretty solid. They got the kills to go along with it. So, getting molded throughout the season so far has done a lot of justice to them. They're going to rack up a full hold on that P2 site, and you can already see Aphelion. They're backing back for that P3 top blue area, and they are 100% in need of it right now, because at the moment, they've got 1 point. Not 10, not 15, not 11, 1.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, Verdict. It's hard to argue with the numbers on the board, but AE, they finally find themselves a little bit of a break here. It's nothing crazy, but it's at least something that they can try to make work here. If we get a big hold on this hill, and then we have a good rotation over to next, we could absolutely see this game swing back in no time at all. So we're going to be looking to see, but you got to see more life and more consistency out of AE.
Okay, and then 20 points on the P2 or P3 site that you rotated early for. Just not going to cut it, man. The break comes back through. It's going to be short-lived, and now we're starting to see Apollo pull out operators. I don't know if this is a waste of an operator or not, but it looks kind of like a waste. Bro literally just played it like a football player. He went back and forth on the field and hasn't found one person. Tony is going to be his first sight, does get 1 kill out of it, but you can see it. His time is almost up. Aether going to get taken down. That is going to be one of those moments that, when it comes down to it, you're looking for an operator for a break, or you're looking for an operator to hold, like right there, would have been a massive contribution. But sure enough, P4 rotations come through, and that is just tough. Apollo, very questionable play there with the death machine. It does look like he might have disconnected, or no, he did not disconnect, but maybe he was just changing his loadout. So I gotta say, I'm all on board for this Elysium squad, and I'm all on board for a quick listening. So bear with us as we jump in for a quick VC comm check with the guys over at Elysium.
They come get. Check boxes.
Only one inside.
Go in.
He's hunting.
Tank. Go new.
He's dead. He's dead. Go next.
Only one.
Me dead.
They have statue. One is coming, Granny.
Broken.
I'm watching tank.
Watch statue, watch tractor and statue, watch tractor and statue.
Be careful, broken.
One is CT.
Tank.
Deli.
Ellie.
Deli dead. One more Deli. What? Can someone watch?
Statue. From Deli.
Spawns flipped.
You have two gray, two in guard and one is broken.
Broken dead.
Dead.
One shot.
I'm coming station. Purifier inside.
Bottom granny. Purifier dead.
Broken.
Bottom granny.
Broken dead.
Go new.
Side dead. On the one kill. Dead.
Come next.
Go for now. Push now. One bottom.
Backpack dead.
Nice.
One more dead.
Gas.
One gas. He's dead.
Gas.
One more gas.
Gas.
I'll watch bottom. Someone watch backpack.
All right, I got my fill, Day. I know you got yours, and I need to hear it. 100%, just unfiltered. Let me hear it.
I mean, comms are a lot tighter than we've heard from them in the past. The rotations are a lot tighter than we've heard from them in the past, and right now they're coming through in absolutely manhandling the opposition. We're looking at a 100+ point lead right now. They've got themselves control of the P2 reset. They've got themselves control of spawns, and they're continuing to win most of their gunfights here as well. So easily going to cross, I would think easily going to cross into the 200 point mark off of this hill. And, you know, right now, unless if we see just a giant choke by the side of Elysium, thinking this is probably going to be over on maybe not the next hill, but certainly before another rotation.
Well, we'll have to find out because right now it's not looking good for AE. You know, the frags coming in, they're heavily owning. They're getting heavily owned. This rotation over the P3 might be their last, as I'm looking at it. They don't necessarily have the advantage going into this P3 top blue area, and they're having a hard time transitioning, man. This is a team that I'm not saying I had a lot of hope for, but I expected to play a little better than this in a game that, you know, obviously Illuminati won 2-0 in the finals. Or not Illuminati, but yeah, Illuminati won 2-0 in the finals against. And I was expecting a little bit more of a spark from that matchup till today. Right now, they're under-delivering. They're underperforming. They're under-rotating. They're getting outgunned. They're getting outplayed. And at the moment, it's just not looking like the Aphelion team that I once hoped for. Right now, it's 2:45 and counting. The point is going to be held, and you can see it. The Goliath Predator missile was just absolutely a Goliath of one. He picked up, was that 4? Day, or did he just happen to pick up kills before it? Because I looked
he
at
had 1 kill before.
He had 1 kill. So that was 3. Just a ridiculous game for Elysium, and that answered our questions. This is where this team stands now. 250. I didn't even see what Aphelion had. I know it wasn't much. 74. I'm not talking down to Aphelion, but there's got to be a little bit.
You're not talking them up either.
I'm definitely not talking them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough one to see because, again, Aphelion was such a strong team, but they have so many weird things that just kind of happen to this roster. Excuse me. Realistically, all kind of back to back, right? I mean, we had obviously Lukey is underage and unable to compete in Mobile Mayhem. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But then you add the Ajax issue in where Ajax isn't able to play. They've been playing with him and he was doing solid. And obviously Captain, one of the stronger members of this team, not really performing the way we would expect him to, and that's largely going to be just the rule change of, you know, this guy was known for his shotgun play, and, well, no more shotguns in Mobile Mayhem.
Well, no more shotguns. Captain sticks around. And a little bit of an issue transitioning now. Just a tough first game here, but this AE team is great at redeeming themselves. I'm looking forward to seeing how they play this Crossfire Search and Destroy as we're going to get prepared for game number 2. I didn't overlook the stats there from Elysium. I'll go ahead and call them out, though, as I'm taking a look at it. 38-17
Yeah, I was
from Goliath.
just looking at the
ridiculous
score.
Oh, boy. 31-14 for Noxy. 29-14. That's like 3 players who are double positive. 4 with Machine. Good night. Aether obviously played that OBJ role, and you know what? I'm okay with that because you got 4 players who are double positive. You know, let them eat. You know, it was a feast right there, and sure enough, we're going to go into a game 2. Aphelion, I don't know what you got left in the take. I don't know whether the cards you got to play, but right now, it's looking pretty grim.
Yeah, and that was a game where someone could have realistically had 0 just because they were dominating so much as far as objective time, and still everybody put their feet on the hill. So
look. He's throwing more shade at Denisio. I'll allow it because zero seconds.
It's because I want to see Denisio succeed. Okay, that's the reality here.
Well, you know what? 2 seconds is it really a difference maker though?
2 seconds? What are you talking? I mean,
Saber had
59, 115, 150, 24, 158.
2 seconds for Saber, dude. Saber had 2, Apollo had 6. Is it really a big difference?
Oh, that's a losing team. We're talking about.
Well, I mean, Illuminati.
That wasn't even.
Omni didn't win.
But that was a close game. This wasn't a close game.
Okay, fair assessment. I just have to say.
Hey, listen, Chad, am I wrong here? I don't feel like I'm wrong here.
I mean, hand me my dunce cap back. I'm just being realistic with you right there. It's, you know, that wasn't a difference maker. The fact was Omni lost by 40+ points. Is 2 seconds or 6 seconds any different than 0? I guess it's the thought that matters, right? The thought of the present matters. The thought of, giving somebody something that's obvious. Oh my God, 20 subs from Sylvia says you're wrong, Day. Absolutely loving it.
Okay, listen, I don't know if I can take that one as a you're wrong because Sylvia.
No, that was clearly she was in VC, bro. She's saying that it's a success to verdict and not Day. You are absolutely OP, Sylvia. You know what? I rely on you in sticky situations like that, and you delivered. I appreciate you for having my back. Rhea comes through with a raid, too. That clearly says that Day is wrong, everybody. So
I don't know if that's exactly what happened there.
Well, you know what? It's not how it is. It's how you play it right now. I just got to say, that little bit of energy was 100% on point. I love it. You know, Sylvia, you know, felt my distress meter going off, and she sure enough came through and saved the day as well as Rhea. So, well, here we are. Game number 2. Can we prove Day wrong again? It's going to be largely up to the side of Aphelion because right now, that game 1 was looking just downright disgusting.
Well, we're getting ready to get into the next one verdict, and, well, Search and Destroy. Are we going to see the 2-0 come through, or are we going to see a little bit of life kicked back in to the side of AE here? Again, Captain, typically going to be your top fragger for this team, but without the shotguns, it has been an absolute struggle, and you're going to be on a big lookout for him to see if he's able to kind of come to grips with the Type 25 or maybe the Bison, or, you know, just something to get him on the board at this point.
Well, bomb goes down. Not a lot of contesting here. Apollo, Saber, and Mirad. Mirad looking for the 3v4 retake. They got 30 seconds, and Apollo able to make it across the street, regardless of not looking twice or not looking both ways. Tony says, look this way, honey. He has the shots, and it's on point. Now we've got a 2v4. Tony picks up his second of the round, and Saber, half health, is going to be able to recover. 11 seconds on the clock. Even if the kills come through, it has to be quick. It doesn't matter. Shots come through for Saber. He finds one, and that is going to be Machinist there on the refrag. That round was over even after the transition. Just a little slow on the retake. But, oh, man, dude, I'm not doing any better here. Justifying what I'm seeing from Aphelion right now. Again, you know, this is what I'll say. This is the bad side of the map. And right now, if they're able to steal 1 or 2 rounds, I will be very impressed.
Well, we will see. We've obviously seen teams be able to make it work on both sides, but there is typically a at least slight advantage on the offense for Crossfire. So we'll see. It could obviously go. It could go either way, but Elysium are here to play, and AE look like they still don't have all of their stuff quite tidied out as much as we would like to see at this level of competition.
Shots there from Saber. 4v3 now as Aether able to pick up 1. That's Captain dropped, and 35 seconds on the clock. Machinist has some pretty decent location in the back, holding down the fort, gets 1. Now it's a matter of time. Can they find Machinist before the time expires? Or is he just going to continue to take shots? Oh, unanswered, yes! But Noxy, still alive! Noxy, you got to play a little bit better time there, homie. You had the right intention. Get those shots, force them out, and maybe reposition. But a 1 round in favor of Aphelion. Here we are. We're tied up. And is this, Aphelion on the comeback? Is this where it starts?
Well, I gotta say, for Noxy there, definitely fell victim to counting your bullets and unfortunately missed the last shot to take down the bomb diffuser, and that's gonna be the tie-up coming from AE. Even if he would have got the person defusing the bomb, I think it was Mayrad. There was Apollo there ready to go. Obviously, you saw the feed. So hard to say if that makes a difference, but when you turn away and give someone the bomb head glitch when they're 1 HP, it probably didn't matter at that point if Apollo was there, so.
A little bit more of a slower round from both sides, and you can see it, a little bit of contesting right here for Zorky at the bottom of the staircase. I love the thought, but I also don't love that he's 100% exposed, just hanging out right here, so. The good thing is there's nobody there to really contest. The push comes through Murad, actually going to bite the bullet. Goliath and Aether and Machinist all going to combine for some kills. And now Apollo and Captain and Aphelion falling apart here in round 3. 2 players left to pick up the slack, though. Captain and Apollo. If it's anybody that can do it with a sniper, it's Apollo. And we're looking at Captain, who has yet to pick up a kill thus far in the search. So going to need some big boy plays here. Smoke comes through, transition a little quicker than it happened earlier, and I wish this would have happened earlier. I wish we would have seen a little quicker of a transition, but doesn't change the result. We got a 1v5. 17 seconds on the clock. That's going to be another round in favor of the side of Elysium. And, oh my goodness, what is he just on a machete rampage? What was that?
I don't know. My game crashed.
I'm going to tell you, you didn't miss much there. That was, I don't know. They were kind of dancing in the hallway over at the corner building, but here we are, 2-1. Elysium. We're going to close this out tonight. Last game of the series, potentially. Pending Aphelion makes a major comeback. Tony trying to end the night early, though. He picks up his 5th, and just a massive amount of kills influx for the side of Elysium. Captain, okay, Captain gets his first kill. I was like, Captain, don't lose this one. This is yours. This is your advantage. For a second, I thought OBS crashed again. I was about to crap in my pants.
It's definitely been a rough journey for the side of AE, right? And they're continuing to have these struggles here. So, again, hopefully they're able to tighten things up a little bit, maybe bring things a little closer together for later in the season, because, again, you've got someone who's way out of their comfort zone, but listen, the guns in the meta right now, the Type 25 is pretty much point and click, right? So you would expect to, at this level of competition, be able to see a little bit more adaptability, and not just for Captain, for multiple players, right? So, got high hopes for AE here. Maybe they can tie things up on this round. Goliath ends up finding Apollo. It's going to bring things to a 2v1. Noxy going for the bomb plant here. Captain sees him pushing in, but...
No, Captain, that was the angle. You got to be a little bit more assertive there. If he would have peeked right here where he's at now, when that bomb was going down, he had the right angle. He didn't have the right angle. He was just not up close enough. He had the right idea. And now we've got a 27-second timer in which he's going to be fighting up against Noxy and Goliath. And I think if he would have clutched this round, have been on the backs of finding that one kill from the bomb planner. Gets one from Noxy. Now it's just Goliath. Goes for the bait. Pulls out the sniper. Ego Chow?
Oh, Goliath's going to get this, yeah.
Oh, come on. You got to peek that corner. That's tough. That was a little bit better of a round. You know, I think, again, if Captain peeks that corner a little further in to the bottom of that building, instead of from the staircase, he gets the kill in the bomb planner, and it's a 1v1, and you got a much doable situation.
Yeah, but right now, it is largely Elysium having tightened things up, and, you know, this is at least a good bar to compare them to. I know we, you know, have been talking a lot about them and their communications, their teamwork, their rotation, and it's been a little bit weak, a little lackluster in the past, so this is at least a good stone where we know, hey, you know, they're at least working on it. You can, even though this isn't a necessarily top tier opponent that they're going up against, and you know, I don't mean that in an offensive way to AE, but obviously you have teams that are at the top and you have teams that aren't, right? And AE currently not a team that's sitting at the top. So Elysium, you're showing a fantastic promise here, but that's got to continue past today as well. I want to see them get up against some of the tougher opponents in the league and come through and be consistent like this.
Yeah, definitely a good, you know, starting point to see that progress in where it goes. Maybe they can build off of this game and this matchup itself. Aether finds another there, and you know, looking for that fourth round for them before we flip sides. Murad, one shot, is going to be able to escape. He's in the corner building, and again, a 2v3 scenario. And I'm looking at both of these players who are alive from Aphelion. They're kind of split up right now. I know we expressed the, you know, importance of playing your twos right now. I don't know if that's the case here for Aphelion, and I'm taking a look at Noxy and Aether, who are like almost holding hands. Now we see the push. It might come through in the form of a pinch. Oh my, good shots from Saber. They've turned the scripts, flipped the roles. Goliath right here to contest. If Goliath wins this gunfight, it doesn't matter. The bomb is... Oh, the bomb is going to be... The bomb carrier gets naded. That is in a mega lull situation. No mommies.
Oh, no. Pain and suffering, dude. Pain and absolute suffering.
Well played.
Bro, we were right there.
Oh, we were right there. It was a 2-3. How dare you, Goliath, just be so cracked in 200 IQ and without even me thinking about it. Just ridiculous, bro. He didn't ego chow. He threw the nade. And then he gets the follow-up kill to go along with it. Somebody clip that in chat.
That, I mean, look, we've seen some really good plays on this map, right? I think, who was it during stage 5 that ego chowed the grenade throw and just perfect timing?
That was
Karma.
That was Karma.
Was it Karma?
It was Karma. He throws the nade as he was about to die, gets the nade off on the bomb diffuser.
I'm glad you remember that.
I remember that. That was probably the best, one of the best plays in a Search and Destroy game that we saw.
And this one pretty close up there with it as well. I mean, obviously not in as tight of a scenario, but I mean that was a giant clutch by Goliath.
Wow. Well,
not quite a close game right now, but I do gotta say AE, or at least bouncing through this round, is looking at least decent for them.
Nice work. Get ready for the next
Yeah,
round.
they do come through with one there.
yeah, I saw Apollo in the feed gets one, and then I switch over to his point of view, and he gets the point blank on the last. So, man, dude, if this game comes down to the wire and it's one round that separates the two, I'm gonna look back on that guide here, Goliath, nade, and you know, ego chow at the end, just ridiculous. Talking about being creative. I'm glad you pointed out the Karma clutch from stage 5 because
I mean,
don't
it's
think
very similar. Very similar. I
very
mean,
similar.
again, not as tight of a play, but I mean, as far as clutching goes, I mean, you're right there with it. So, phenomenal round by Goliath there, and man, this has not been our best series of the day by any means, but it has certainly at least come up a little bit. And my game has crashed again.
Definitely want to get that fixed before the night. So
yeah,
we'll troubleshoot it before we get to that point. See what's going on. Now we've got 55 seconds on the clock. Bomb is in the hands of Murad. He's the only one here on this bus station building, and I am kind of worried for him because there's multiple players there. Aether actually gets away. The shots come through. Good kill. Now you got to bounce back. You can't get left here. You can't be on the island. Don't ego. Get back up the staircase. What are you doing? No. That's great play from Murad, but you don't have any support. I know Apollo came through on the backside, but you could have got the kill and back and been 100 with it. Now we've got a 2v3, and the player advantage is still in favor of the side of Elysium. And right now, they're just playing their quarters and doing a great job of maintaining their man advantage. Noxy actually puts another dent inside of that two-player. It's going to be left to Saber, who's got 30 seconds left to defend this site. You give this, it's going to be match point for the side of Elysium.
Are you running BlueStacks or Game Loop?
I'm back on Game Loop. Everything is
interesting.
Yeah, everything is all good on Game Loop now. Push comes through. I'm loving the positioning here, but it does not pay off. 9 seconds left. The last kill comes through from Goliath, and we are on match point. Elysium looking to sweep 2-0 to end the night, the last series, the last game. It all comes down to this next round for AE. If they find this round, I'll quote Day on this one. I'm 100% with him when he says this. If you can find 3, you can find 3 more, but it's got to start here. Saber doing a great job, finds first blood for the team. Certainly a great start to a round number 8. Noxy finds Captain Apollo, does find another there, and here we go. 4v3. Can this bomb here? Oh my god, Goliath gets peeked right up the staircase site. Can't even march up. Shots just on point, and now we've got a 4v2. The player advantage certainly in favor of the side of AE, but the bomb is right here contesting 1. Noxy is going to be the last one alive as Aether is... Oh, boy, Apollo, you are just super cracked. 2 kills come in for Noxy, though. Bomb's down, and now Saber, Apollo, you've got to get this last guy because he's not going to give you this bomb for free. He's literally got it in front of his face. Well, there we go. Noxy finds another. When I said he's not going to give it to you for free, you got it picked up for free, but sure enough, he was right there to catch one of you off guard. And this is maybe an opportunity for a B-side push. If you go for this B, or A-side push, if you go for this B plant. Oh my goodness. Well played from Noxy. Elysium wins 6-2, and that is going to be the final game of the night. Aphelion. A lot of here and there scenarios where you showed promise. Got to head back to the shop, man. There's got to be a little bit more. Got a little bit more you can bring to the table. That was just an unfortunate series.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't give you much here at the end verdict. I didn't get to see like 2.5 of those rounds, but from what I did get to see, it was largely for the hard point. It was Elysium just rotating better. There was also a degree of them winning more gunfights, and you know, with that whole winning more gunfights, that carried over here to the search and destroy as well. I mean, Captain again still struggling without the shotguns. This was a guy that was putting up double digits with the KRM not too long ago, right? So definitely feeling some of the rule changes there. We did have 10 for Apollo and 7 for, I don't remember. Ronan knows what this player's name is. I don't remember.
Saber.
Saber, that's right.
There we go.
Yeah, so Saber definitely put up a couple kills there with 7, but then it falls down to 5, and then all the way down to 1 for Zorky. You look over at the opposition, and we have a lot more consistency. You've got 9 for Goliath, 9 for Nox, 7 for Tony, 5 for Aether, 4 for Machine. And that's really hard to deal with in Search and Destroy, because you're limited to that 1 life, and if you're not winning your gunfights, it's just going to be an uphill battle for you. So, a bit unfortunate for AE. Again, I like this team. I like players on this team. I hope they're able to pull things together. But not having a great season right now. And they were looking solid in challengers, but again, lost out on specifically Ajax, who was putting in work for them. And I think that's a big miss. And I don't see him competing underneath another team either. So maybe they can still salvage something and either get him back or potentially grab one of the other players in the mix.
There we go. Well, you know what? A lot of time to kind of figure that out. We got a whole weekend ahead of us. They're gonna have Tuesday to come together and figure out what they need to do. So a lot of coming to reality here in this third day of Mobile Mayhem. A lot of teams who showed a lot of promise early on, not showing a lot of promise now. A lot of teams who we probably overlooked stepping up and picking all that slack up, though. So definitely going to be the best season of Mobile Mayhem to come as we're taking a look at the results from day 3. You can see it up on the board. Nova Esports 2-0 over 117 not found. Olympus by that game 3 on the backs of some phenomenal search play, but Anarchy just too OP. 2-1 win for Anarchy. 2-0 win for Illuminati, getting the revenge they needed after that 2-0 in the, 3-0 in the grand finals, and then a 2-0 before that in qualifiers. So when it matters the most, Illuminati was able to step up. Elysium definitely solidifying themselves as one of those qualifier teams that made it through. So that concludes our matches for the day. I'm taking a look at the standings and where we're standing at right here. 55 points for Nova Esports. They're going to have plenty of lead going into next week. 45 for Anarchy, just a team that I did not expect to step up in this big fashion, and they showed up and showed out. 40 points for Illuminati. They're in a top 3 spot right now. How long will they be able to hold it? And Animus, the team who got the bye today, certainly going to be coming back Tuesday with some fire. I would hope so. I mean, if Zim's the coach, I would 100% guarantee you that they're going to come with the smoke on Tuesday. So we're going to be looking.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some great matchups for Tuesday. You've got Anarchy versus Nova out of the gate. So in my opinion, I would have had Animus and Nova kind of in that 1-2 spot. And,
Facts.
That's just what I was feeling. Anarchy took down Animus last week. So Anarchy versus Nova has a lot of potential to look really good. You do have Animus versus Elysium. So while I think that's probably Animus coming through with a win over Elysium, like Elysium just beat AE, that's going to be a big test for me, because Elysium, like I said, they looked better today against an opponent that is, in the nicest way possible, just struggling more than them. Animus is not going to be that gentle with you, okay? So that's going to be a big test for Elysium. You're going to have Omni versus Aphelion, and look, if you would have asked me last week, I would have said Omni blows Aphelion out of the water. And that still may be the case. I hope that's still the case for Omni's sake.
Right?
But that could, with the way things have been looking, that could potentially be a actually good match. And then I think we have a really solid match to round things off. That's going to be FN420 versus Illuminati. I'm actually really hyped about that matchup. So that'll be fun. Of course, we have North America tonight with me and Verdict as well. That one's going to be on my channel. And we've got some spicy matchups for you guys there as well. I will really quickly run through them. what's today, the 20th?
Yep.
So we've got Yo Mama versus Seminole to lead things off.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, especially with Seminole coming off their loss with Goofy Goobers on Tuesday. So you know they're going to be coming with a fire. You know, we were talking about Animus coaching or being coached by Zim. Well, so is Yo Mama. So a lot of potential there. Midnight Gaming versus Rain has some potential. Shred It versus Explicit. I would expect to go Explicit, but we've also got a new team stepping into the mix, guys. That's going to be Team Revenge coming in to take on Team 11T. Devious have backed out of the competition. A little bit unfortunate. A little bit of disappointment for me there, but
Yeah.
stay devious.
Stay devious. There we go. I don't care where they're at or if they're even a thing anymore. That is going to be a continuation, more of a lifestyle, more of a movement. If you guys don't stay devious, you don't get to enjoy all the fun. So that's going to conclude the broadcast for today, or tonight, rather, if you're in EU. We're going to get geared up for a raid. We're going to hear a magical word from COD Mobile. And be sure to tune in tonight as Day and I will just pick up the energy where we left it off here. It'll be starting off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Go ahead and give them a follow and chat. If you haven't already, be sure to show up and show out. Because guess what? Yo Mama and Seminole is going to be a spicy way to start the night. And we'll make sure we give them all that energy. So, guys, bear with us. We're going to get ready for a raid. Sweet little spicy message from COD Mobile first. And, yeah, we'll see you on the flip side.